Raptors Digest. What's up and welcome back. I'm going to get right to it. What an ugly start. We're down 12-2. I know it's like the first 2 minutes of the game. Well, technically the first 3 minutes, but not the start you want on the road versus Chicago. Hopefully we can turn this around pretty quick. But as I just said, we got the Bulls tonight. They do have Demar Derozan back in the lineup. No Alex Caruso. Got injured by Grayson Allen with that flagrant foul. Whole NBA getting up in arms about that. Everyone knows Caruso is protected goods. You cannot lay hands on that man, but Grayson Allen decided to, gets the 1-game suspension, and unfortunately I think Caruso could be out up to like 6 weeks with a broken wrist. Definitely not what you like to see. Happens in the game of basketball. I won't give any comments on what I think about Grayson Allen. I kind of like him, but I know he's the villain, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. But guys, we got a game underway. 14-2 now the score. We got to get things going. Scottie Barnes back in the lineup. You can see my bets in the bottom left-hand corner there. I have Trent Jr. to get over 2.5 3-pointers. And I don't like betting on opposing players. Normally, I get what I deserve in it. You know, it's the reason I don't hit my parlay. Hey, and OG Anunoby knocks that down. But back to what I was saying, Demar Derozan is a beloved Raptor. Will always be a Raptor. I have no issue betting on him. And, you know, the X team is going to come into factor here. Like, that whole entire, you know, chip on your shoulder, get revenge. Like, he's going to be doing that all game. And there, he's fouled again. He's going to be shooting too. 25 points for DeMar amid an MVP season. Or like, you know, MVP worthy. He's in the conversation. You know he's going to get his against the Raptors. Kind of feels like free money there. So I hit that bet. And then we'll see what Trent Jr. can do. Because with Fred VanVleet still out, you know he's going to be shooting the ball a whole lot. And I'm hoping he's out of his slump now. But fingers crossed, nothing guaranteed. If you guys have any bets of your own, let me know in the chat. I'm always curious to hear. DeRozan hits the first. And then we got Banton and Chris Boucher checking in. Canadian duo here. All right. Get the bagged milk ready. So they're checking in. They were a really nice spark in our last game, especially Chris Boucher. I mean, Banton and Malachi Flynn as well coming in and making a big difference. But Chris Boucher, like I harp on it all the time. He did a full 180. The intensity's back. He's starting to hit threes again. Just doing all the right stuff, man. Shouts out to Chris Boucher. I'm excited to see what he can get up to tonight. DeMar misses the second free throw. He doesn't miss a whole lot of those, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. 14-5 the current score. Siakam with the ball, robbed of a triple-double the other night. Nick Nurse takes him out with like 2.5 minutes left. Gary, there we go, man. We're going from the chill to the flames real quick. If my flames will work. Come on now. There we go. Trent Jr. He knows I got that bet on him. I need 2 more of those bad boys, and then we're going to be in the money on that one. And we won our last bet, so we're hot right now. The last bet we hit was plus 300, so that was pretty hefty, but stay tuned to see if we can hit this one. Bulls take the 3, hit the 3. Man. Yeah, Troy Brown Jr. knocking that one down. The Raptors are down by 10 points right now. Let me get in touch with the chat here, see what you guys are saying. We missed the shot. It's rebounded by Donsanmu. Io. I'll leave it at Io. Really good rookie. I think he went to Illinois. And then, oh, nice. Pascal Siakam with the steal. Pushes it up court. Really lazy pass there. Got picked off by Zach LaVine. And then Zach LaVine returns the favor. Throws a hot and ready pizza right up the middle. Out of bounds. Raptors getting the ball back. Mustafa saying slow start. ... Shocker. Yeah. The Raptors have had some bad first halves recently. Even during winning efforts, the first halves have just been a toss-up. You know, our last game was pretty solid from start to finish. The Portland one before was a nightmare, but shouts out to our guys getting the job done last game, getting us to a 23-22 record. I just want to keep staying above 500. We've done a whole lot of work to get back into this position, and preserving it would be nice. I think the first round is definitely a goal for this team. What happens from there, happens from there, but I think getting into that playoff picture, even beyond the play-in tournament, definitely feasible, man. We took it to the Hornets, who have a really good record and are definitely have their eyes on the first round. Man, shouts out to the legends who are already showing up. I can't even do attendance roll call anymore because there's just so many of you guys. So big love for you guys showing up all the time and making this stream what it is. But give me the score predictions, guys. Give me the bets. I want to hear the hot takes early. And of course, we do have the hot takes segment at halftime. So if you guys want to call in at Josh D. Goodwin on Instagram, DM me, send me a message, and I'll get you to come in over the speaker at half. Let me refresh the scoreboard. I just noticed I hadn't done that. Should be good now. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you can now visually see the Raptors on the scoreboard losing by 10. Yeah, not the start we wanted, but hey, I know better than to write the Raptors off after an ugly start. As Marcel Martin always says, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I'm going to stick to that mantra tonight and hope it comes through for the Raptors. We've done a good job before. Definitely cannot write this team off early, and we're only down 10 points, right? It's just, you want to come out the gate firing. We didn't do that. And I'm kind of curious. Demar Derozan, he's got quite the collection of revenge games against the Raptors. That one dunk on Chris Boucher, oh my God, he was angry when he threw that down. I'll see what he gets up to tonight. I definitely never root against Demar Derozan. I want the Raptors to win as always, but I had no hard feelings placing this 25-point bet on him. I think regardless, we could blow them out by 20 points, and I think he'll still get that. So let's see. Hey guys, we already have close to 70 viewers in here, so if you're watching this right now, I mean, you're early, and I thank you for that. Drop a like in the video, see if we can get this thing re-recommended to all of Raptors Nation. Oh my God, I got my camera in front of the like spike. I'm blocking the Skyrim arrow. Gotta fix that. But yeah, of course, thank you guys for everything you do. And dropping a like on this video helps out the channel a ton. We just hit 22K. I totally slept on that. Hold on now. Got to put on the flames for that. We now have 22K subscribers. This is huge. I mean, so many people that are still watching this right now followed us when we were like below 10K, even earlier than that. Ooh, Gary Trent Jr. connecting with it. Right on cue with the flames on. But from the bottom of our hearts, like, thank you so much. 22K is a massive milestone. And of course, we do have the giveaway. We'll film us putting it through a random script who will select a name, and then we'll be giving it away to that user on YouTube. So if you're subscribed, you will be in the raffle to get this one-of-one hoodie, which is a sweet piece, I must say. Man, I want it, but we're giving it away to a subscriber, so get excited for that, and we'll be in touch with you guys over who's won it, and we'll release some footage of us doing the draw. But now let me fix where my camera is here. There we go. Golden. Banton from 3, misses that, rebounded by Levine. Delano Banton just tearing up the G League. You know, if you ever had any questions about Banton, you know, that's fair, but I think seeing how he performs at just the one tier down in the G League is like big time statement as to where he belongs. That's the NBA. I think he'll have a good career. I always say Sean Livingston 2.0. That comparison is on point. And Scottie Barnes was such an errant pass there, but you know, he's going to get creative with the ball. Hopefully not too sloppy, but Scottie is always creative when he has the ball in his hands. Down by 10. 5:50 left in the quarter. Zach LaVine brings it across half. Vucevic sets the pick, gets the ball back, mid-range, gets the shooter's roll. It falls. Now Banton's got it, brings it up court, gives it to Gary Trent Jr. Back over to Barnes. Then to Siakam. I'm so mad he didn't get the triple-double. Chris, what's Chris going to get up to? I'm excited. He's got to have a big night. Ooh, Euro step, man. Oh my God, Chris Boucher. He unlocks a new skill every night. Breaking out the Euro step. You love to see it. Playing some nice defense there in Vucevic, disrupting the ball a bit. He kicks it over to Troy Brown, who gets it to Colby White. Colby White's kind of fallen under the radar a little bit. Really good player. I mean, I think he comes off the bench, if I'm correct. Misses that three-pointer there, but a really important depth piece for this Bulls team who, you know, wants to win a championship. Delano Banton misses the runner. Gets the rebound back, but unfortunately it's out of bounds. He fought for it and does not get the ball for his team. Damn, man. Slow start. You know, we're holding our own defensively for sure, but actually, no, I can't even really say that. They do have 22 on us. It hasn't been ugly, but we got to get the offense rolling. You know, I can kind of live with this offensive struggle at the beginning, but let's get it, you know, let's put a spark under it, get this thing going sooner than later. Perfect. So offensive foul laid on Vucevic. Raptors getting the ball back. 4:44. Breaking out the Angel numbers. Left until the end of the first quarter. Let me check the chat out right now. Ramaz not seeming like a Banton fan. Ramaz, I've had my moments with Banton too where I thought he was pretty overrated. But I've come around. I've come around definitely. I just think we gave him a little bit too much credit at the beginning, but he's starting to earn it now for sure. Like, I'm a big Banton fan. I don't even want to sound like I'm slandering him now, but I do get where people come from when they say, is Banton really all that? I think he will be, but not quite yet. He's not the answer to anything yet. He's a project, but I'm excited for it. Colby White throws it to LaVine, who does a beautiful cut and lays it in. Man, Zach LaVine, definitely one of the most athletic players in the NBA. Like, he's got to be a top 3 athlete. I know Paul Fabrice did his athlete rankings. He gave number 1 to Ja, number 2 to Zion, and then I think number 3 was LaVine in terms of his most athletic players. That's strictly athleticism we're talking about here. Boucher, kind of limited there by Vucevic, misses the shot, and then Colby White shoots it over to Ayo, misses that. Rebounded by Yuta Watanabe. He had a bad game. I got to say straight up, against the Hornets, had a bad game. I know he hit a three-pointer, but he turned over the ball terribly, like 4 times. Let's see if he can turn things around tonight. Chris misses the 3, gets it up the floor. LaVine has it. Now we're 2 of 7 from three-point range right now, compared to the Bulls, who are 2 of 4. That's one thing about the Bulls. They don't shoot a ton of threes, but they shoot a good click because they have guys that can attack the mid-range and the rim. So they get open, right? There's a lot of spacing on that team. Demar Derozan, he'll take it to the rack. Zach LaVine, he can play a full inside-out game. Colby White can stretch the floor too. And then obviously, when you have Vucevic in the paint, like, you need to respect that. You can't be cheating out to the perimeter. They don't jack up threes like the Warriors, but they hit a good percentage of them. Definitely. They're inbounding the ball right now. Colby White looking around, gets it to DeMar, and then LaVine. OG Anunoby there to put some pressure on right away. And then the cut to Vucevic. Man. Yeah, OG Anunoby getting a little bit too overcommitted there on defense. Loses his man, and Vucevic gets the dunk. Delano to Gary. Come on, Raps. Let's figure it out here. OG drives. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, man, I got to get my flames on for that. That's what I'm talking about. Goes right at DeMar DeRozan, shoots up to the rim, and beats him there, just like athletically, taking him to the rack. Wow. Now, DeMar DeRozan did not stand in the way of that whatsoever. I got to say, DeMar's not a bad defender, but there was some moments on the Raptors where he didn't get physical on the baseline with opposing guys. That's an example of something I don't miss about DeMar's game. But overall, I mean, you guys know what he brings to the table. He's an amazing player, and we've felt his void for a long time. Kawhi was great. We got a banner hanging forever because of it, but I'm sure if we didn't deal DeMar DeRozan, he would still be a Raptor and maybe have a ring of his own. That's a pretty bold take, so who knows, but bottom line is we'll always have love for Debo. The score right now is 26-14, down by a fair bit at the moment. Guys, let me remind you, I'm seeing Marcel popping up in the chat. So, guys, we do have the hot take segment going down at half. Hop in, call me on the Instagram Live, on my Instagram DMs. We'll get you to talk over the mic. Give me all your hot takes. I want to hear them. Always remember to keep it respectful, around a minute or so long. I mean, you guys know the vibe here. Always appreciate it. I wonder if we're going to see some more Malachi Flynn tonight. I think we probably should. Last outing versus the Hornets, played great. I think he only played, by the end of it, he did play 25 minutes, but was pretty efficient, had 11 points, couple assists. I mean, he went out there and did his job, and that's something that's all we needed him to do. We didn't need him to take over the game and try to score 20. He was efficient, moved the ball, helped by committee to replace Fred VanVleet on that night. And we got the dub, most importantly. I've been a big fan of Malachi Flynn. I think the 2 guys I defend the most on the team, and it's pretty unpopular, are Svi Mikhailuk and then Malachi Flynn. And I'm kind of agreeing with Ramaz here, where I'm saying, Delano Banton got so much benefit of the doubt right away that, yeah, okay, he's going to be backup point guard. Let's roll with it. Malachi, if you wanted a little bit of minutes, well, that's too bad. You're getting none. So I was just kind of sour about that. Hey, at least give him a chance to defend his position, He wasn't even getting that early in the season. And even largely so into the season. Malachi Flynn, I'm not going to agree completely with what his dad said, because his dad's pretty outspoken for, your kid's a pro athlete. Let him do him. You don't need to speak on his behalf. Of course, you're going to be frustrated, but don't make headlines and distract, your son from the job at hand here. Let him be the pro basketball player he is. But I do get where the frustration comes from. I was frustrated too with the lines and the lines. I'm speaking like I'm talking about hockey right now. I was a little bit upset with the rotations Nick Nurse was putting out. Of course, we had our times early on. We were 6-3 at the beginning of the year, so I wasn't questioning it. But when we went massively downhill there for a moment, I just want to see my guy Malachi out there. And I got my wish last night. Hope I can get it again tonight. And I feel like I'm sort of like incidentally attacking Banton through this a little bit. I definitely don't mean to, but you got to remember, Malachi's had a full season before this with the Raptors, where sometimes he was playing as our like starting point guard. No, I mean, Fred VanVleet was healthy for most of last season, but there was times where we had so many guys out of the lineup and we were tanking, right? So we let Malachi go out there and do his thing. For the most part, he aced the test. But hey, I'll can the Malachi talk for a moment. And guys, we nearly have 100 people in here already. So if you're watching this, do me a big favor, drop that like spike, help out the channel. My God, my animations are slow tonight. Help out the channel like you guys always do. Get the video re-recommended. I want all the Raptors Nation in here. And then Demar Derozan getting fouled there by Yuta Watanabe. He's a master of that. Man, I heard Sherm Hamilton talking about his ability to draw fouls pregame, kind of likening it to Kobe a little bit. DeMar DeRozan, I mean, he's so respected in the mid-range. He still leads the NBA in front of Kevin Durant in terms of field goals in the mid-range per game. He has 4.4 that he makes on average, which is a crazy amount, really, in the modern NBA. And you got to respect it. When he pump fakes, he might take it. And if he takes it, he might make it. So definitely that's why he draws all those fouls. And Yuta Watanabe picking one up there. Okay, so coach's challenge. I mean, regardless, that was a soft foul, but let's see where Yuta landed. I didn't really like that angle. Maybe Nick Nurse is on to something here. Alvin Williams saying, you know where that whistle comes from? From the reputation. As I'm saying, people know he's a master at getting himself to the free throw line. And a big reason why is because he can keep you honest if you let him shoot it. Yeah, okay, I don't think he got touched. I really don't. Did we get it? Tony Brothers, let me know. Did we get it? Okay, I think maybe he's saying, all right, it looks like the foul stands. Wow, that's tough. Really? That's kind of garbage. I won't lie. That's kind of garbage. I guess maybe they're saying Yuta landed a little bit too close to where DeRozan was supposed to land. There wasn't a whole lot of contact on the way up. But DeRozan makes his first. He'll be shooting a second. That's rough. Come on now. I wasn't very impressed with the officiating last night in the Hornets game either. You know, of course, typical Raptors fan. Let me just vent my frustrations at the refs. But I try to be pretty unbiased about it. Yeah, last night it was tough. But hopefully it won't go down that same road tonight. That was a rough call, but hey, short memory. Let's control what we can control. Achua gets it over to Anunoby, who's covered by Debo. Anunoby calls for the pick, takes it. Oh, gets open. Oh, he's got to go up with that. But Gary shoots it and makes it instead. There we go. His second three of the game already. We are still in the first quarter. Oh, you just love to see it. You guys know I have that bet on him. Roll, Gary, roll. Bring me my money. I love to see that. Matt Thomas, former Raptor on the court right now. He's got the ball for the Bulls. Covered by Banton. Yeah, we got the scouting report on this guy. Do not let him get open even for half a second. Debo shoots a crazy shot there from half, basically. Raptors recover it. Good stuff. 28-17, the current score. Just under 2 minutes. And then... oh my God, no way. That's hilarious. A three-pointer for Delano Banton. That was supposed to be an alley-oop. Someone else did that the other day. But Delano Banton, with his own rendition of it, throws up the oop, ends up being a three-pointer. I'll take that trade-off. Happy mistake there for the Raptors. We bring it up court. Oh, Precious almost just caught a travel by accident. That was kind of sloppy. But hey, whistles, stay away. Raptors retain the possession. It's with OG Anunoby right now. OG spinning. Puts up the mid-range, misses that, but it's rebounded by Achua. Man, Precious just gobbles up the offensive rebounds. Mid-range by Precious. Ooh, that is the Serge Ibaka I see in his game. I give him the Serge Ibaka comparison. Not always stylistically, but right there, kind of taking on the form of Serge. Gets the offensive rebound, backs in a little bit, turn around. Not a teardrop shot or anything, but a smooth little mid-ranger that goes. Shades of Ibaka, but then Demar Derozan comes back and responds with a bucket of his own. And guys, I know I bet on this, but, Gary, there we go. So I have my, Gary Trent Jr., I have my 3-point bet hit already. He's made 3 in just the first quarter. This guy is fully out of his slump. I was hoping he would be. So far, he looks to be. Oh, this is amazing news for the Raptors. Amazing news for my balance in my betting account. There we go, Gary. And then DeMar DeRozan. I mean, I bet on him not because I wanted to support DeMar. Of course, I love him. I just knew that against us, he was going to go get his. So he's already kind of on pace to hit his bets. I only need 25 from him. That's a plus 190 bet. But more important stat here is the Raptors are only down by 5. Let's keep the good times rolling right now. This first quarter, low-key started out as a disaster. And there we go. The Bulls miss a free throw. I believe, is that Quinn Cook? Some player with the last name Cook. Maybe it's him. I don't know. It looks a little tall to be Quinn Cook. Definitely tall to be Quinn Cook, but we'll get that in a second. A little frustrated my animations won't work right now. There we go. There we go. Gary Trent Jr. knocks down his third three-pointer, sealing the deal on that one player prop, and now I just need Gary Trent Jr. to go, Gary Trent Jr., DeMar DeRozan to go do his thing. And you know he's seeing red versus the Raptors. Cook hits his second free throw. The Raptors inbounded here, 31-25, 34 seconds left. Delano Banton driving on Colby White, kicks it out to the corner. That was touched by a Bulls player, I believe. I hope. Fingers crossed. Yeah, refs can't figure it out, but there we go. They rule it Raptor ball. That's a nice bounce. Delano Banton trying to create some offense there. Raptors retain possession. Gary looking for someone to inbound it to, gets it to Pascal Siakam. Banton sets the pick. Siakam driving. Oh, gorgeous. Gets fouled, doesn't get the and one, but kind of in and out. It's funny. He was backing in, realized, okay, hold on. I don't really have a whole lot of resistance here. Turns around completely and just dives to the rim, gets fouled. That's a little bit of a mismatch in the post. Siakam with Colby White. I mean, I like Colby White, but Siakam, I think, is going to win that race to the rack most times. Hey, and we got 104 viewers in here, so guys, do me a favor, a big favor. Drop a like on this video. The like spikes up on the screen. Make your presence felt. Help get this video up to 100 likes, and you know the drill from there. I zip it once we're at 100. I don't ask for any more likes, but guys, do me a favor. You know I'll do some foul stuff for a like. Drop one on the video. Help me out. The Bulls making some changes here on the floor. Matt Thomas stays out there, though. It's interesting. I'm excited to see Matt Thomas tonight. I hope he doesn't do too much, but he's a specialist in the league. NBA fans like watching him play. There we go. Siakam makes the second. We're down by 4 points. Bulls are poised to get the last shot here. DeMar DeRozan bringing it up court, and Banton's hounding him. Love that intensity from Banton, meeting him right at the logo. Forcing him to go top side there. Gary Trent Jr. switches off. Doing a great job defensively. Wow. Hey, I like that. Talk your garbage, Gary. Talk your garbage. I know that's a Raptors legend, but on the court, 1v1, there's no love lost here. Let's go. Gary Trent Jr. just all over him like white on rice. And then that hits the back of the backboard. Okay, they're showing some love to each other after that shot, but Gary Trent Jr. making DeMar DeRozan's life difficult there. Difficult. Put on the Flames for some defense. My God, my animations just decide at some points that like it's going to be a night where I need to click the button like 5 times before it comes on. And apparently tonight's one of those nights. So bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah, Marcel Martin taking note of that defense right there. Insane. Hey, man, shouts out to the chat. You guys are the best. I always see you showing love, and I always take note of it. No name in the chat saying, bro, that 24.5 DeMar bet is money. Man, I know. It's not like to me, anytime I bet on an opposing player, it blows up in my face and I deserve it. Like, I get it. But Demar Derozan, he's facing the Raptors, guys. We know the drill. We know what's going to happen. We just got to hold on and believe, stick with the process, and continue to put Gary Trent Jr. on him, because when Gary Trent Jr. is defending DeMar, from what I'm seeing, he's locking him up. Can he do that all night? Probably not, especially because DeMar DeRozan sucks everybody into foul trouble, but I like what I'm seeing so far. Turned a really ugly quarter into, a winning second half of the first quarter, and now hopefully we can roll into the second quarter with that momentum, go into halftime, either leading or very close to, and then third quarter, that's when we start to get it really rolling, and fourth quarter is when we put the nail in the coffin. We're going to do exactly the way I just drew it up. Guys, let me know what kind of bets you have. Hey, Marcel Martin calling for the like spike. Let me throw another one out there for all the people. I got to get a more effective way to have the chat pulled up, so give me a second here. I got to say, Alvin Williams, he kind of started out rough on the commentating. He's improved a lot. He definitely has. I noticed it listening to him a bit in the pregame today. And that's the thing. I don't get to listen to the commentators a whole lot because I myself am commentating. So, early in the season, I got to hear him. And then kind of a massive break. And then I hear him again tonight. And I'm like, you know what? He really is coming into his own. I wasn't sure if he was going to, but he definitely is. But I got to say, I miss my guy Leo Routens consistently on the call. He is like, maybe I'm biased because I just grew up hearing his voice commentate the team I love to me. But he does a great job, and I love the fact he's Canadian, so he can speak to the local areas, like just everything like that, man. He's a legend. Shouts out to Leo Routens. Okay, perfect. I got the chat pulled up a little bit more effectively right now. We discussing an AD trade potentially in the chat? I thought about that the other day because the Lakers, they've been interested in a couple of our pieces. What would we want to go after AD? I mean, hypothetically, yeah, he's a 7-footer that can do a bit of everything, but Marcel immediately bringing up the fact that he's so injury prone. The man, like, he's like glass. He goes out there and immediately hurts himself, and then Lakers Nation just has a field day on Instagram roasting him. It's a toxic situation out there in LA, but like most devoted fan bases, there's a few people out there that take it a bit too far. Oh, man. Pascal Siakam gets the offensive rebound, but misses the putback. And, hey, as Marcel Martin's saying, we got a Crimson Flynn sighting. So, guys, if you're watching this right now with me, drop the like spike for Crimson Flynn. He's out there on the court. My boy back at it. Let's see what he can do. Precious Achiuwa off the dribble. I mean, got a little bit too confident there, but he was picking up some steam there. I guess, chalk that up as a sloppy play, but Precious Achiuwa just kind of changing a gear there for a moment. Yeah, he kind of laid out Colby White. Kind of had that one coming. But speaking of Colby White, he has the ball now for the Bulls. Gives it to Debo. That's a moving pick, but we don't need to talk about that. DeRozan, back to White. White gets free, gets to the lane, and lays it in. 33-27. Malachi Flynn with the ball, baby. Let's go. Eric Flynn is out of his seat somewhere right now. Malachi for three. Oh, nothing but net. Malachi Flynn. That's my guy. All right, now I'm certain Eric Flynn is not sitting wherever he is. That man's on 2 feet going wild. Malachi Flynn with a big bucket for this Raptors team. There you go. Gets out and contests the Matt Thomas shot. A rare miss for him. Siakam's got it. Kicks it over to Chris. Oh, great job. Chris Boucher. Oh, my God, man. Chris Boucher. This is insane. Okay, Chris Boucher, for a guy who's like, supposed to be kind of raw, he uses a pump fake a whole lot recently. And people are biting. Right there. Quick pump fake. Gets fouled by Debo and then go there. That's DeRozan playing defense on the baseline. I'm not just slandering the one of the greatest Raptors of all time for no reason. Like it would drive me crazy his defense on the baseline sometimes. I have the same issue with Siakam. But both of those guys I got major love for, so I won't take it too far. But Chris Boucher exploiting him a bit there. Gives him a dose of his own medicine with the pump fake. They get the open three, thankfully miss it. Bat around the rebound and ends up with Precious Achiuwa, who secures it, gets it up the floor to Flynn. Malachi, interior pass to Chris. All right, Chris covered by Colby White. Take him to town, Chris. Good defense by Colby. Gives it right back to Scottie, and Scottie gives it to Chris. Oh. Boucher, you stepped like literally right out of bounds. Hey, my guy Marcel Martin, he's dropping a super chat, and he's shouting this one out on behalf of the bench mob. We got the bench mob back now? We got the gang back together? I don't know, man, but I'm liking what I'm seeing in these past few games. The Malachi Flynn stigma is seemingly starting to dwindle a bit in the eyes of Nick Nurse, and it's about time. Play that man. You need offense off of your bench at least, and that's what he's been giving us. And there we go. Colby White going right back to that same play as before. Gets it to go off the glass. That's a bucket for the Bulls. Oh, Scottie Barnes. Beautiful off-ball slip and gets a tough layup. Really tough layup, honestly. Man, shouts out to Scottie. He's slowing down a little bit recently, but big play there. And then Debo comes right back and gets a bucket. Man, this is just tick for tack right now. Oh, there we go. Nice. It seems like we've been on the bad end of a lot of charging fouls recently that could have been blocks. Scottie Barnes getting the call there. He will be shooting too. York Baller saying Flynn is so good. I agree with you, York. It's my guy. The Monty Python saying, I love Tony Brothers, man. I'd like Tony Brothers too. Mustafa saying Flynn for All-Star. Hey, I'm about it. I'll push that narrative with you. Scottie misses the free throw, or the second free throw. So 37-36, 8:45 left. Levine over to White. White shoots the three, misses that, thankfully, and it's rebounded by Cook and then ripped away by Chris Boucher, but they're going to call a jump ball. Man, that was Chris's ball. He had it right there. The call is made right before he can get it away from Cook, so they will be jumping for it. But either way, shouts out to Chris Boucher, man. Really crashing the glass, fighting for boards. Anything that involves effort, he's just cranked up completely. That guy behind Nick Nurse there looked like Luke Walton. They got Luke Walton working the scoreboard these days in Chicago? I don't know. Speaking of Chicago and just like the organization and how decorated it is and all that, I gotta say, I like The Last Dance. It was very entertaining, but I totally understand what Scottie Pippen means when he talks about Jordan being an egotistical freak. Believe me, Michael Jordan deserves so much respect. He's the greatest. He carries himself like a god, and in some ways he became a god. Like I think that it's an amazing story that can't help but be told and sensationalized. But there's part of me too that maybe I prefer leaders that are a little bit more uplifting than Jordan. I get it. Jordan's the kind of guy to call you soft and push you around until you respond, and he respects people that respond. I understand that's the type of leadership for sure. But maybe I do have a thing for leaders who are more like uplifting. I get 90s basketball was a little bit different too, right? Definitely a lot tougher. But looking back at that, I was like, man, Jordan was like kind of a bona fide a-hole. Like he was not a nice guy to be around, like at all. He was taking, but at the same time, you know what? Who needs him to be Mr. Nice Guy if he's winning you 6 rings, right? But I also do think they kind of roasted Scottie a little bit and that underplayed the contributions of the guys around him. It's all about Jordan. And I get it. They talked a lot about Tony Kukoc, which was nice, but they missed the 3. Either way, I'm just going off of my Jordan rant right now. I don't mean any disrespect to the GOAT. Flynn brings it up court for the Raptors, shoots it out to Siakam. Siakam's got it. Oh, pulls up in the mid-range. I thought that was money the whole way. Raptors bat around the rebound but can't secure it. Stevie V saying there's a lid on both baskets right now. Marcel Martin saying Jordan was tough because he needed to be to win. LeBron is soft and has too many finals losses. This is just going to turn into a full-blown GOAT debate. Donovan saying, I thought you were going to fix the scoreboard. Can't see how much time is left. Let me try to do this for you right now, Donovan. I did say I was going to do that. It might cut off a little bit of the chat, but hold on now. Okay, there we go. My bad, Donovan. It's a little bit small, but it should be legible. Let me know if you need me to expand it a little bit more, but hopefully that does the trick. Adam Silver in the chat saying Josh Goodwin looks like Justin Trudeau. I've actually had that one a couple times. I've also heard I look a little bit like Mitch Marner. Someone named Andrew Keegan. I don't even know who Andrew Keegan is. I think he's some actor, but... And I'll take the Trudeau one. That's a compliment for sure. I know people are protesting him in the streets, but just appearance-wise, okay. I'll take it. I feel like a lot of girls voted on him or voted for him because they thought he was cute, but I don't know. Pumping my own tires here, but Donovan, only thing about the time here in the top right corner, I can't, I'm screen pulling it from Google, so I can't reposition where it is. I can try to expand it a little bit so it's a little bit larger. Let me do that for you. Actually, maybe I'll just pull the scoreboard right underneath my face. That might be the better idea. Sorry guys, we're doing a live setup together right now, but bear with me. Here we go. What was going on? Okay, there we go. You guys let me know how this looks. Okay, that should be, honestly, that's probably about as legible as I can get it, unfortunately. Hopefully that works with you guys. I appreciate you hanging tight here with me while I figured all of this out, but yeah, hopefully that does the trick. Did Scottie Barnes win the Scottie Barnes Award? Saying I'd vote for you, Josh. Thank you, man. I actually went to school for politics, so maybe I'll make a late run in my career. I'll go from like being in business or something like Donald Trump to making a career in politics. I'll do it different than the Don, though, I promise. Io with the ball. Throws it over to Vucevic. Vucevic gets the mid-range. Wow. People haven't talked about him a lot this year, but of course he's going to impact the team big time. He's an all-star. 39-36, the current score. Or at least he was an all-star. You guys get what I mean. And Gary Trent Jr. just staying hot, man. Love to see that. Gary Trent Jr. balling out right now for this Raptors team. My Flames ain't working. There they are. But Gary just getting buckets when the Raptors need it. And then Zach LaVine breaking out the spin move there on Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher's calling for a travel. He doesn't get it. Io with the ball. Throws it over to LaVine. LaVine to Vucevic. Cross court to Matt Thomas, who takes the three. Oh my God. Well, he has a second to square it up. It's Mr. 99%. Leave him unguarded. That's what happens. Malachi Flynn tried to get there, but cross court pass by Vucevic did a good job. And then the Raptors miss on the other end. LaVine has it. Driving. Oh. Oh. Big time angry dunk. He just went to the rim and dared someone to stop him. All right, Raps got to answer here. We're down by 5. Gary Trent Jr. gives it to Anunoby. Anunoby's covered by Io. Flynn's got it now. Flynn, cook Matt Thomas. Cook him. Kicks it out to Chris, who's got an open 3. Misses. And it's rebounded by LaVine. Vucevic in the high post over Chris Boucher. Wow, just backed him down and shot right over him. See, this is the moment where I'm like, even though, we have good defenders, it'd be good to have a guy who's 7 feet tall just to, avoid go-to moves like that by the opposition. But hey, very little mistake. Like, there's a ton of game left. We're only down by 7, 48-41, 5:25 left until halftime. And may I remind you, halftime is the hot takes segment, guys. You don't want to miss it. Where's my animation? Hold on. This is getting right under my skin. Why are my animations playing? But hey, guys, we do have the hot take segment. So at Josh D. Goodwin is what you're going to want to type in on Instagram to find me, DM me, and get your voice coming over the microphone on the live stream, telling me what you thought of that first half, the keys to the second half. I mean, just let the hot takes fly. Oh, man. Anytime I mention the name of LeBron or Jordan, I just open up the GOAT debate completely. I'm going to remind you guys where I stand on the GOAT debate. I think the greatest of all time is Michael Jordan. I think the best of all time is LeBron James. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence here, but no one's going to match the Jordan storyline. That wasn't crazy. And of course, his aura was bigger than life. He carried himself like a god. Like, that's greatness. But LeBron James, I think, was just so skilled in every facet of the game. But we don't need to. I won't repeat this narrative fully. I don't need to go back over it. We got a Raptors game on, but I'll let the chat continue to go to war with each other. It's funny. As I'm saying this, I see a slight little bit of the viewers dip here, but that is, the GOAT debate gets pretty heated, and there's no true answer, right? Ryan Henderson saying, yeah, I'm sick of this experiment on defense. We need a big. There's been times where the positionless approach has looked pretty good. And I just got a DM from Henry saying he's coming on. Excited to hear from Henry. He was supposed to last time, but couldn't get the Instagram app working properly. But now we're good. Looking forward to hearing from my guy, Henry. Of course, after we open it up with Marcel's Minute, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, I got Marcel calling me right now. So I don't normally answer the phone during live streams, but Marcel, what's up, baby? Michael Jordan 1, Kobe 2, LeBron 3. That's what you're saying? You couldn't even keep it till the hot take segment because that's a cold take, eh? You got to go out there and say it. All right, Marcel. Well, I shared that with the chat, so we'll see what they're saying. But this chat's at war right now. Hey, man, I can't wait. I'll wait to hear from you then. All right, talk to you then. Sorry, Marcel just needed to correct me on that with his GOAT debate. So, I mean, you guys heard it from Marcel. But Marcel's Minute, don't want to miss it. Wait for that. OG Anunoby passes it to Scottie Barnes. OG back to Scottie. OG's got it. He's covered by Levine. Backing in on Zach Levine. Kicks it out to Pascal Siakam. Not much time left. Jacks up an ugly shot and gets fouled. No, that's a travel. Man. Tough. Ayo's got the ball for the Bulls right now. Throws it to Vucevic, who's in the low post. Kind of the high post, actually, but kicks it back out to Ayo, who drives, shoots the mid-range, gets that to go. And this Ayo guy has really developed a lot over his first year. I remember when he played for Illinois, he was really good. But yeah, he's worked on it a ton. You see that career high keep moving up at different points in the year. I know Demar Derozan's a big fan of him. When supported him the night that he got his jersey retired at Illinois. DeMar, whatever you want to say about DeMar, you can never say he was a bad teammate. Always A1. People respect him as one of the coolest guys in the league. York Baller saying we are slipping. Yeah, right now we're down by 9 points. We did some hard work there at the end of the first quarter to get out of that mess that we had made for ourselves in the first few minutes. Looks like we're going to need to do the same thing before we go into halftime. So stay tuned. Let's see where this thing goes. Vucevic, long mid-range, misses that, thankfully. Rebounded by Precious and handed to Gary Trent. Trent, nice, pulls up in the mid-range, just misses that. We got to attack the rim a little bit more. Let's go for some hard takes. Debo's got it. He's covered by Siakam. Oh, pulls it up. Wow. Wow. Hold on now. The rebound is like tapped up by Green and just miraculously goes in for the Bulls. That's a tough bounce for the Raptors. Precious gets the ball, fakes the three, gives it back to Siakam. All right, let's go for some high percentage shots here. Foul on Green. Siakam will be inbounding the ball for the Raptors. Raptors will be inbounding the ball. Siakam draws the foul. Bruin to Blues given his version of the top three. Okay, he's agreeing completely with Marcel and just adding in Larry Bird there at 4. I respect the list. I respect it. And Michael C. pointing out that the Bulls are on an 11-0 run. Whew. Yeah, Billy Donovan and the Bulls getting after it right now. Scottie Barnes throws it over to Achua. Then Scottie throws it down to Siakam. Siakam's guarded by Levine. Siakam over to Anunoby for 3. Gets it to go, man. That's an important three-pointer. Big time important three-pointer for OG Anunoby. Got to stop the bleeding a little bit. Where's my flames, man? All I want is my animations. Come on. What do I have to do for this? Brutal. Let me see if I can manually turn on the flames. There we go. There we go. 10-point deficit. I believe DeRozan just got the bucket for the Bulls. OG to Siakam to Precious. Precious driving and gets fouled there by Vucevic. So Precious will be shooting too. And we got 155 live viewers in here right now. So man, if you're watching this, do me a big favor. You guys know the drill. Drop the like spike on the video. Help us. Oh, why isn't the like spike playing? You know what? I'm going to throw in the towel on the animations. But guys, if you can do me a big time favor, drop a like on this video, help get it re-recommended. You know, all those things that help out our channel, it'd be much appreciated. Hey, and shouts out to you guys for getting us up to 22K subscribers. It's a wild milestone. Who would have seen it coming? I mean, you guys did all the work. Thank you so much. Precious Achua, he missed his first one. Let's see if he can get the second. Shoots it, gets it to go. That's important. Yeah, these animations, I hate it. The occasional game, it just like decides it needs to be hit like 5 times before it actually shows up on the screen, or then other times not at all. But wow, DeRozan knocking down the 3 on the Raptors. You know he loves that. He's smiling right now too. Jeez. Yeah, that DeRozan bet I made. It doesn't bode well for Toronto, but I saw it coming. Siakam in the paint and 1. Let's go. Spicy P. Big time bucket for the Raptors. A chance to get it back to a single-digit deficit. I mean, this is important. Let's get this lead manageable by halftime. Where are my flames? Okay, I think I might have figured out how to get the animations working. Pray for me here. Oh, Pascal missed the free throw. The Raptors got to improve a whole lot in that area. And then Ayo just hitting that straight up off the dribble jumper. Mid-range J falls for him. We're 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Come on, like it's just being. I wouldn't care if it was one game, but it's been so bloody consistent that we can't make free throws. Precious gets his own rebound back off the miss, kicks it out to Scottie, who shoots the 3, misses that, and it's rebounded by DeRozan. Minute 45 left until halftime. Ayo with the ball gives it to Levine, and then Levine and 1. We are losing control of this game a little bit right now. Straight up, no other way to say it. We are losing control of the game. Ayo's impressive. I didn't think he was really that good, but like, He's nothing crazy, but right now he's looking like one of the more solid rookies for sure. And this is a strong rookie class. Yeah, Graham pointing out our free throws are awful. Like, it's just... I don't know, man. You guys make hard shots. You guys play incredible defense. You do all these things. Just try to take care of the easy stuff. Make your own life easier. Put a padlock on the gym. And like I said, if it was just one game, it'd be stupid to say this. But no, it's been like, well, probably the past 15 games where we've been like outshot at the free throw line percentage-wise. That stat's probably not fully accurate, but you get what I mean. The vast majority of games, probably just this season, we've been outshot at the free throw line. I need a stat on our free throw percentage compared to the league. I don't know where we stand on that, but if someone in the chat wants to throw it out, I'd be curious to hear. Barnes misses that and then gets the putback, but unfortunately, I believe... What just happened? Okay, I think the foul was laid before he got the rebound and made the bucket, so he'll be shooting too. Hey, okay, there we go. I think my animations are back now. Guys, if you can, drop a like spike right now. Scottie Barnes making a free throw. I'm getting what I wished for. Once this video gets to 100 likes, I will shut my dumb mouth about liking the video. But guys, if you can get me there at least, it would be greatly appreciated. 62-48. Scottie Barnes about to shoot his second. The Raptors are in the bonus. Ooh, Stevie V pointing out that the Bulls over 60% shooting tonight. Man, Stevie V always comes with the stats. Gotta love it. Right now, it's with Colby White. OG Anunoby's guarding him. Gives it to Debo, and then the back cut. Great job cutting it off by the Raptors. Fighting for the ball. Ios has it. Man, what's going on? What's going on? No. What'd Malachi do? It's so difficult not to cuss on here sometimes, guys. Like, it's so hard. And, like, you know, I can't swear because, you know, we have people that want to advertise on the channel, right? And the more... you know, general content, the more the content's generally friendly, the more and more that people can advertise on the channel. But it's just moments, I fight it back with all of my will to just not blow up at the TV screen sometimes. Okay, they missed the second free throw. Thankfully, we get it back. Malachi Flynn with the ball. Throws it to Pascal Siakam, who's in the high post. Then to Scottie Barnes. Then down to OG Anunoby. Beautiful passing low in the paint. And then OG. That's what I'm talking about. Big time dunk. Oh, you love to see it. That was a nice dunk by OG. Demar, patented mid-range. That's his shot. Hits it. We're down by 15 with 35 seconds left. Scottie going the distance to the floor. Gets blocked by Colby White. It's going to stay with the Raptors. Some of the Ja Morant comments in the chat right now. Scottie Barnes misses the three off the inbounds. Levine has it. He's got a full head of steam. Gives it to DeRozan. Man, Zach LaVine's so impressive. DeRozan lays it up and in. What does Debo have? He probably already hit the bet. I got to check this right now. I don't have my box score up. And we got Vintage Pimpitch ready to come on for the hot take segment at half too. So I'm excited for that. Fired up. We got Gary Trent Jr. with the ball right now. Driving. Gets it off of the glass, but misses. Oh. 1 second left. Scary. DeRozan misses it, though. So we are at halftime. Currently down by, what's the score? It's down by like 15 points right now. Gary Trent Jr. had a really close opportunity to hit that one there. But guys, you know what time it is. I just played the animation. It's the hot take segment. So I got to get Marcel on for Marcel's minute. It's the segment within a segment. Give me one moment to get a hold of him. Let me see here. Oh, Marcel. What do you think about that first half, man?
Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Josh, we've been here before. We're not new to this. The Raptors usually win when we're down. The second quarter is when we wake up. You know what I'm saying? I think Nick Nurse has a bottle of Mike's secret stuff from Space Jam, and he passes it around in the locker room. Because for whatever reason, our second half is always our best half. But what I'm seeing out there right now is DeMar's on fire, and it's crazy. Like, how do you defend someone like that? Like, okay, put your best perimeter defender. DeMar's not going to go for a three. He's going to go for a midi. Okay, get some interior defense. He'll back it up and hit you with a step back. So DeMar, from the way our team's guarding him, he looks unguardable. I think we got to put double teams on him and Zach LaVine. And honestly, we got to put Boucher. Now, this is going to sound crazy. We need to put Boucher on Vucevic and hope Vucevic just keeps fouling. Because every time Chris Boucher gets knocked over, they call a foul. So that's what I think we got to do moving forward. But in the first half, I saw a lot of hustle. We were down big time in the first quarter, but we kept fighting back. We had them tied, and then DeMar took over. And it's always against us, right? It's always whenever he plays us, he wants to show out. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you hit it right on the head of the nail there. You're exactly right. Right now, Demar Derozan looks unguardable, but I think we do have the ability to solve him here in the second half. Hopefully, Nick Nurse can load up on Mike's magic stuff for the boys here and get us a win here in the second half, because all season, I mean, especially in 2022, we've been a second half team. We almost enjoy losing the first half so we can get yelled at and then go out there and give a crazy effort. So we'll see where this goes. I don't know, but you know what, Marcel, you always put a spark under this segment. You got any last things to say to the people over on the live stream?
Well, I will say this. I think what really helps us with the second half, and maybe this is just me as an observer, I'm not in the locker room, I'm not on the bench, I have no idea what's actually said, but I think we just run them tired in the first half, and they're giving their all, and our team's just conditioned to go an extra 45. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that we can go the next two quarters just running. So I think just having that stamina, having that longevity that we have to just run. It's a game of runs, and that's what we're going to do. But sounding off, my last little thing, I want to say we got to get OG going. I'm liking what I'm seeing from OG. I need him to do more. That's all.
No, I'm with you on that. I think OG Anunoby can step it up a little bit too. So I'm with you, Marcel. I agree completely, and we'll see where the second half goes, man. But thank you for doing what you do, starting this off with Marcel's Minute. And guys, if you didn't know already, Marcel will be hosting the return of Kyle Lowry to Toronto with me on live this upcoming Sunday. You don't want to miss it. And Marcel, we'll see you in the chat during the second half.
Yes, sir.
Marcel Martin, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so my guy Henry, he's been waiting to come on for a little while, so I got to start off with him next. And then we're going to get Vintage Pimpitch on here as well. But Henry, I'm going to give you a call right now. Guys, I might be getting ghosted. Might be getting ghosted. All right, maybe my guy Henry might be a little busy right now, but I'll go to Vintage Pimpage and then we'll hit it back to Henry before we get off. Oh, and of course, Magnetic. Okay, hold on. Henry's calling me back. Henry, what's up, man? Henry, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello there. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Great. What did you think of that first half of basketball?
Well, let's just say it's really a mix of ups and downs.
Definitely.
Initially, we did start slow. We're definitely down really bad. But then we caught up, work hard, and then we're back down to 17 again. It's definitely a game of highs and lows.
Definitely. I agree with you completely. I mean, the defense there in the beginning of the first few minutes, we were just getting scored on like crazy. And then coming into halftime, they built that lead right back up. What do you think the Raptors need to do to be a bit more consistent in the second half?
Well, I can't give you an exact definite answer aside from try to aside from securing the rebounds, because there is definitely a lot of offensive rebounds during the first half, but definitely trying to give out a lot of energy for sure. Definitely hustle hard, defend, and definitely make the free throws. Oh, and second off, please give Scottie Barnes more touches. Like, basically, when I keep seeing him, he really knows how to run the plays so well. Like, from passing, to be able to score, and whenever he, simply, dribbles through the court, like, he basically knows what the heck he's doing. So, really try to get Scottie very involved. Yes, he can definitely, be involved in some off-ball handles, but on ball, like, I honestly think he's probably the best passer and the best facilitator for the team right now, especially when Fred is gone. So
I like that.
Get him more involved.
Hey man, I'm with you. I'm with you because I think that Scottie Barnes could use a little bit more ball right now. He looked to be getting into the game a bit more in the second quarter there, and you were bang on when you said this team needs to make free throws. Henry, you are correct. I agree with you completely, brother. Do you have anything to say before I go to the next caller?
Nothing too particular, but honestly though, if right now, Evan Mobley is like ahead of Scottie Barnes right now, but if the Raptors can keep feeding Barnes, keep getting him involved, perhaps he can get back to the top again.
Hey, I'm hoping he can. I definitely hope he can do that. Henry, we're hoping for the same things here right now, so I'll see you in the chat during the second half, and thank you so much for calling in, brother.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you.
Talk to you later, man. No problem. Pleasure hearing from Henry. Hopefully you can be calling back in at halftimes again soon, and I got to get to Vintage Pimpitch. He's been waiting for this one, so... Vintage, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Not doing bad at all. I mean, my Raptors are kind of leaving us pooched at halftime, but what'd you see there in the first half? What do you think went wrong?
I just think it's like a combination of things. Like, I think we need something to anchor the middle. We're just not closing out those corners fast enough.
That's facts.
And then when that's the case, you got guys scrambling around and getting mixed up on their defensive sets, and that just causes chaos when a team's going to light you up like Chicago.
Yeah, you're completely right. A lot of people in the chat talking about how, we miss having like a 7-foot anchor up the middle, right? Someone you can play a zone around. No, we definitely missed that for sure. And do you have any deliberate takeaways for this second half where you're like, we got to do this to win the game?
Well, I think we're all, each team is capable of playing great basketball, but I think Chicago sort of outplayed themselves in a way. Like, they're not a 60% shooting team.
Yeah.
And they're not going to continue to do that in the second half. And that's where I think we have an opening to really take back the game and win it this time.
Yeah, hopefully they come back down to earth a little bit and we can elevate our game. And, if all that happens according to plan, then hopefully we end up with a tight one and a win at the end of it. But you're right, that no team in this NBA should be consistently shooting over 60. And right now, I know the Bulls are particular looking for their shots. I'll give them credit for that, but the Raptors got to do a better job slowing them down. So we'll see if they can do that in the second half. But you got anything else to say to people before I go to the next caller?
Yeah, I mean, if they do continue to shoot 60%, then, I think the whole team should just sit in the locker room into the next game. Just be forced to watch, reruns of Pokemon episodes, because that would be ridiculous.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Vintage. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you calling in so much, and we'll see you in the chat during the second half.
All right, have a good one.
You
Cheers.
too. That's funny. Vintage. Classic, man. All right, and I think, let me see. Of course, Magnetic. We got Magnetic to get to as well. Let me give him a shout. Magnetic's Mouthful, the other segment within a segment.
Josh, brother.
Magnetic, how you doing?
Not too bad. All right. 26-9 or whatever it was run. That sucked.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was difficult to watch there. What do you think went wrong?
You can just see like each possession when we're down, like, 5. You said something, then it goes 9, then we get one back, then it's 11, then they hit it through. Like, it's just, we gotta box it to Derozan. I don't think, what is he, like, almost perfect on the night? Like, it doesn't seem like he can miss.
Yeah, I haven't been checking the box score much, but he's got to have like close to 30 points already. Maybe not that many, but he's having a dominant night.
Yeah, of course. He's got our number, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I would say Justin needs some minutes. I don't know if Nurse is punishing him because of his actions or whatever happened last night.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've seen some people in the chat bring it up. They want to see Justin Champagny as well. And maybe that's a good point, actually. Maybe there's some disciplinary action being taken here, but who knows? Yeah, but seeing JC out there would be nice at this moment.
And I agree with Marcel. Like, OG, I'm liking what OG's bringing. And if he can get fired up, just couple back-to-back threes, and, we're right back in that. But that second quarter was just, so frustrating to watch. Like, you gotta box out DeRozan. Like, I'm not even worried about Zach LaVine and Vucevic. I'm worried about DeRozan, like putting up 50 against us or something.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, if you can deal with Debo right now, I mean, he's in like the top 10 of the MVP conversation for a reason, right? Like, we got to deal with him, and then we'll force the others to beat us. But right now, we haven't dealt with any of them, and it's a shame. You fight back so hard to get the score close, and even at 1 point lead, and just the consistency is not there for us right now in the first half.
Yeah.
The second half's been our best basketball, though, so let's see what we can get up to there. And Magnetic, do you got any other takeaways, final things to say to the people before I go to a potential next caller?
Okay, I'm saying we need an explosive third quarter. None of this usual Raptors third quarter. We need to just explode. And it's like, and everyone's talking, they don't have Q-tip. I call Caruso Q-tip. And Ball's out. And I think, well, we don't have Cam Birch, who's potentially a starter, and we don't have Fred, too, right? So, It's really showing that we don't have Fred, but Pascal's taking the helm really good. And I just, a couple back-to-back threes. Gary, OG need to get cooking. And then, maybe the rest, the momentum will swing a little bit and save us.
I'm with you. And, bro, these days, I seriously, I forget that we're not at full health because I'm just so accustomed to being having at least a couple guys hurt. Like,
yep, always, right?
I don't even, I forget to even ask if we're at full health because we never are. It just doesn't happen.
Never are.
But maybe one day.
Have a Goran Dragic who's even, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, man,
Trade that man.
It would actually be so helpful to have that guy playing off the bench and scoring a little bit.
It would be. If he just didn't, go through whatever he's going through and just actually decided to be professional and play here. Like, he's pulling a Ben Simmons.
Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. I haven't called it as professionalism as much as I should because it's at the point where it's like, dude, this is, you're disrespecting your own career right now. Come out here, show you have something worth trading for. Like,
your
it's
trade value.
Acting like a friggin' baby right now, but you know what?
Yeah, he is being a big baby, big grown baby.
Big grown man baby, but maybe things will turn around for him. Maybe we'll find the right deal. I mean, if he's going through something tough, I certainly wish no ill will on him, but this is a basketball situation. We want him on the court. Yep. But hey, Magnetic, thank you so much for calling in. Magnetic's Mouthful is another segment within a segment, bro, and I look forward to hearing from you at next halftime, too.
All right, brother, go Raps.
Go Raps. Talk to you later. There you go. That's Magnetic. So we're back underway here. Getting another phone call. I don't think I have this number saved. Let me see. Hello? Hello? Hey, how's it going? One sec. Let me get you on speaker. I got to apologize for asking, but who's calling me right now? You're on the live stream. Pardon me?
Adam. Yeah, York Baller.
Oh, what up? Oh, man, how's it going? Sorry about that. I haven't saved all the numbers on my phone yet. York, how's it going, man? And what did you think of that first half?
Man, the first half, as per usual, the slow, sluggish starts. I know we're on the road and whatnot, but we need more from the bench. I'm hearing all the sentiments from all the other callers. I totally agree. We need more from the bench, and I saw some positives, silver linings with Flynn. last game. I guess we got to grow on that, and I agree to get OG going. It's funny you guys mentioned about freaking Dragic. Like, yeah, that's a whole other situation.
Yeah.
But definitely we need more from the bench, and I know Siakam had a slow start, so we definitely got to get him going. I think that's a positive too. Get him some more touches. He's a mismatch problem, so we got to get that going. And Gary Trent's been a bright spot for me.
Yeah, he has some good buckets.
Yeah, he's been hungry, so we got to continue to feed off that. But
hey, I just hope he's out of his rut. I hope he's out of his rut for good now, because it was a little while there where I was getting worried about Gary, but he's right as we're saying this, hits his second free throw, man. I hope he can keep it going.
I don't know. For me, I have a bone to pick with Precious, because there's times where he's got so much potential, but I feel like he's kind of in that category with Chris, and I just sometimes he's a little bit lost out there, but.
Bro, I gotta say that's a hot take. That's a hot take, because I like the way Precious has been playing, but that's fair enough, because he doesn't do the game perfectly by any means yet. He's young, so I give him a lot of benefit of the doubt, but some improvements from Precious. Adam, you're saying that might help out here in the second half, so I'm a hope with you.
Yeah. For sure.
Hey, we'll see, but hopefully he keeps crashing the glass and doing those extra things. And hey, man, as we're talking, OG Anunoby lays it up, but Adam, I'm gonna let you go right now because the second half is underway, but thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Peace. Good hearing from him. So, guys, I think that was maybe a record amount of callers that we've cycled through on the Hot Takes segment. That was a lot of fun, but appreciate everybody who tuned in at half here, and come right back to Zach LaVine hitting that jumper. But 70-53 the current score. 17 points to make up here for the Raptors. Let's make up, let's say 9 of them right now in the third quarter, and then in the fourth, you're working with that single-digit deficit. Let's go from there. But I mean, at least let's try to cut this thing nearly in half, because this is a fat lead right now for the Bulls. OG misses the 3. Ayo all over him, man. Ayo's impressive. I didn't know a ton about his game. I knew he was a pretty solid prospect, but he's paid off for the Bulls. Oh, and DeRozan. Guys, this is not starting great. Down by 19. DeRozan hits the mid-range. And as I hear Matt saying, doesn't move the hoop at all. He just kaplunk that thing right in the back. Gary Trent Jr. to Scottie Barnes. Flies in for the dunk. All right, man, you got to get the energy up somehow. Scottie Barnes throwing down a jam. I like to see it. 9:40 left. Hey, guys, if you do me a big favor, drop a like spike on this video. We're so close to 100. I promise you, once we get to 100, I'll zip it. But if you could help me get there, it would be much appreciated. Pascal Siakam kicks it out to OG Anunoby. OG loses a handle of it for a second, but then gets it to Gary Trent Jr. Gary gives it back to Scottie. Gary pulls up. Ooh. Okay, DeRozan, you want to shoot the mid-range? I know another guy who can do that. Gary Trent Jr. knocking it down. And guys, there was a lot of positive things said about OG Anunoby at Hot Takes segment. And, I'm here for him. I think OG's good, but, I really don't want him touching the ball unless he's shooting an open shot or dunking the ball. He turns it over a lot. I get nervous when he holds the ball. And that's not me I hate OG. I love OG. I'm just realistic about where I think his skills are. If he can have a big second half here and help us out, okay, I'll eat my words in front of you. But right now, to be quite honest, I'd rather see Siakam, Barnes, and Gary get the ball. And let OG do his thing, cleaning up and trying to get, the off-ball plays working. And shouts out to FC giving the updates in the chat. Let me check through the chat right now. We get the rebound. Oh, and Scottie Barnes with another dunk. Love to see that. Scottie doing his thing. Debo's got it. Crosses halves for the Bulls. Scottie Barnes playing some great defense right now. Great defense. Ayo has it. Cuts into the middle and gets the shove shot. Oh, man, Ayo's playing great. I won't lie, playing great right now. And then on the other end, picks off the interior pass from Scottie Barnes, runs right into him, and then gets the foul on Scottie. Bro, Ayo, a rookie right now, is burying us. On defense, on offense, like he's lighting us up. Man. Okay. All right, just control the rookie. That's all. Oh, perfect. Great steal by Trent Jr. Hey, Adam said it, and then gets the tough layup and one at the other end. Bro, Adam said it too. Trent Jr. has been a bright spot of this game. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. He's the only thing that's been relatively consistent tonight, and great instincts too. Taps that ball loose from Levine, runs the court immediately, draws the foul, gets the bucket. We're taking the D to the O, the defense to the offense. You guys know the drill. Love that. And Stevie V's asking, comeback time? I think so. Get on your horse. 76-62. I got to check. I'm pretty sure we've hit our bet. I think Debo has 25 points, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong and he's just on his way to 25, but Vucevic in the paint. He's been a quiet killer tonight. Really just sucking the air out of the tires right now for the Raptors. Siakam, he's in the paint as well. Goes up and misses that. And it's rebounded by Demar Derozan. And they're going to charge a foul to Banton, who might have clipped him in the face there. Yeah, refs calling the foul there on Banton. Jeez. Okay, so right now in this game, let me pull up the box score. So, okay, DeRozan has 23 points. So one more bucket for him will hit the points bet that I put on DeMar DeRozan. And then in terms of the leading scorers in the Raptors, so Trent Jr.'s got 20. You like to see that. He hit the three-pointer bet. Thrilled about it. I mean, hopefully this is, I think it probably will be, but hoping this can be the second night in a row where we hit our bet. That'd be awesome. Keep the good time rolling there. And then other guys who are contributing. OG has 14 right now. He's 6 of 8 from the field. 2 of 3 from three-point range. You know, maybe I was a little bit, I don't want to say harsh. I think I'm pretty pragmatic about his skill set right now. It's good, but he is playing really good, really efficient. You know, I get why people want to see more from him in the second half. He is playing good. Scottie Barnes, 10 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. Okay, Scottie. I didn't realize Scottie had 6 assists. I've been kind of sleeping on that number. And then Chris Boucher, I mean, short leash tonight. He's played 11 minutes, only has 5 points, 2 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range. No defensive stats either. Not the best night for Chris. And Delano Banton has 9 minutes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Malachi Flynn, 8 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Yeah, kind of been largely underwhelming at the moment. But Trent Jr. having a game. I mean, Pascal Siakam's at 4, 4, and 6, so they have neutralized our all-star a little bit right now. Fred VanVleet, of course, still out. Scottie Barnes back in the lineup tonight, which is good. But the one thing that you got to take away from Siakam's stat line is even in, a perceived off night, this man has 6 assists. Hold on, FC in the chat saying Hornets doing great. I put a bet on the Hornets tonight. Whoa! 158 to 124. Okay, guys, this is big. I got hired at a betting company today, and they asked for a lock play from me. And they were like, what's your lock of the day? Look at the NBA board. I looked at the Hornets, who we just beat, and I was like, they're only -1.5 on the spread versus the Pacers, who, I mean, both teams have lost 2 straight. The Hornets are really good. I was like, I mean, Hornets spread, I even said I would take it at like -4.5. I'm really happy they delivered on that. Shouts out to FC for pointing it out. And I feel like the man right now. First day at work and they asked for a lock bet and I hand them this one. I'm feeling okay about that. And then maybe we hit this one on the Raptors too. Guys, I should maybe be a financial advisor. Nah, it's always bet responsibly, but shouts out to FC for bringing that to my attention. The Hornets doing a number. But hopefully the Raptors can reverse things a little bit here. And then Zach LaVine gets that tough layup to go. Bro, Come on. Scottie Barnes doesn't get the interior. That was a great pass. And then we lose possession. It's out off Scottie. That was a great pass from Gary Trent Jr. trying to get him on the cut there. Unfortunately, we bobble the ball and it goes out. But guys, this is so rough at the moment. In the corner, Levine has it. Covered by Siakam. Delano Banton comes over to help out. Now he's on Levine. And then Vucevic in the post. Vucevic out to Ayo. Ayo goes up and gets blocked by OG. Attaboy, OG. I love that. Great block there by Anunoby. Big defensive play. Let's see if the Raptors can get some momentum going. We're down 18. And there we go. I asked for it. Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. Adam said it. I agree. This is like one of the few bright spots from tonight. Cuts the deficit to 15. I mean, a big-time three-pointer off of a defensive play by OG Anunoby there. Demar Derozan over to Vucevic. Good job by the Raptors. Great defense. And then Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes can't stop bobbling the ball right now. We give it back up. DeRozan cuts in, backs out to Ayo. Oh, no. Thank God Ayo missed that. Like, Ayo would have actually owned Toronto if he hit that. OG in the corner. There we go. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry about anything I ever said about OG Anunoby. To be fair, I said let the man catch and shoot. He catches and shoots and knocks that down. Big time play. OG Anunoby coming to life here on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's had a great night. This is awesome. Wow. Okay. You know, we're close to cutting this down a little bit. Okay, there we go. For a second, I thought it was going to be a foul call. I was like, I love DeMar, but the refs were about to be babying him if that was going to be a foul call. But instead, they make the right decision. Jump ball. Let's see who gets it. Magnetic Knowledge saying, here's the back-to-back three I said at half. Hey, man, Magnetic, he's got the crystal ball over there. We always make that joke about Marcel Martin, the bald mamba. He's rubbing his crystal ball, predicting the future. But Magnetic called that one. And then Chris Boucher fights to keep it in bounds, but cannot, unfortunately. Good effort by the Raptors, but it will be Chicago Bulls with the ball. Ayo kind of looks a little bit like Scottie. Am I the only one that sees that? I mean, Scottie's like bigger for sure, but even facially, they kind of look similar. Couple doppelgangers out there, but I'll take our rookie over him any day of the week. But I gotta say, for where Ayo I think it's Don Samu, or I'm butchering the pronunciation. I don't have the animation to play of Charles Barkley messing it up on TNT, but Ayo, for where he got drafted, doing great. I mean, look at him tonight. He's been a thorn in our side. More than that, he's been probably a top 3 player for the Bulls tonight. It's been like DeRozan, Levine, and him. I mean, also credit to Vucevic. He's done a pretty good job of, like I said, killing our momentum anytime we get it. He just goes right into the paint and gets a quality shot off whenever he wants. But never forget what Marcel did to that man. And then Marcel Martin saying the bald mamba sees all. Bro, Marcel, man, you crack me up. I need to have you right back on this stream. Okay, Mike Kamina saying if Banton is Rexdale as a human, DeRozan is opposite of Compton as a human. Mike, I agree flopping is soft in some way for sure, but I feel like DeRozan's as Compton as it gets. Like, he's kind of quiet, kind of like, I don't know, he's got that demeanor about him that seems pretty like, I don't know. DeRozan, I think, embodies Compton pretty well, though. I remember hearing the stories about him growing up in Compton where, like, obviously a ton of illegal activity going on in that area of California. I mean, it's fully a ghetto, and DeMar DeRozan talks about growing up there, and the gangs knew not to interfere with him at all. You know, whether you were on this side, that side, Blood, Crip, whatever it was, you don't touch DeMar DeRozan because he had a chance to go to the league. And it's just interesting to hear that that's the way things, like, operate sometimes, you know, in the streets. And DeMar DeRozan definitely has his respect in the streets, so... Mike Kamina, I got to respectfully disagree on that one, but the fouling is adding up. Like, it's getting, you know, he can sell a flop for sure. But I came back to this example last game. The way Jokic explained flopping to a media reporter one time made a lot of sense to me. He said, he's like, I was just trying to show the ref it was a foul. And I was like, bro, yeah. Like, I kind of get that, actually, because, I mean, if you're playing basketball and you get fouled, it's not always obvious unless you, like, sell it, right? You could play through it and risk it not getting called, but, hey, and I got to play the Super Chat animation for Magnetic, upgrading to Elite Tier membership on the channel, man. Shouts out to Magnetic. Appreciate you, my guy, doing your thing, being a loyal supporter of our channel, which is now at 22K, and I got to thank all of you for, but special shouts out to Magnetic, man. I appreciate it. And the Raptors are only down by 12 right now. This is, you know, it sounds terrible, but it's good if you know what happened in the last, like, 20 minutes or so of this game. Let's keep it turning around, guys. Oh, and hold on. There we go. Great defense. Took it too long to inbound. Vucevic is crying like a baby to the ref, but it does not matter. Raptors ball. Give it to me. Come on. If we can get a big bucket here, I like the way the momentum's going. Alan Vlog saying, play good defense first. I mean, you gots to. You gots to. So, Billy Donovan having a conversation with the officials right now. What's going on? Yeah, 5-second violation. They're not reversing the call or anything, are they? Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, so Siakam about to inbound the ball. Guys, we are so close to 100 likes. I hate to ask, but if you can drop that like spike. My animation's not working. Come on now. If you can drop that like spike for me, you already know it would be greatly appreciated. There it is. Do me a favor. Get me to 100, and then I'm zipping it. Siakam with the ball in the inbounds. Gives it to Delano Banton. Banton coming up the court. Siakam. He's got it. Throws it into OG Anunoby. He's had a good game. Back out to Siakam. He pump fakes. Gives it to OG. Put it in the shooter's hands. Misses that, unfortunately. But Delano Banton there with the offensive rebound. And, man, he's getting pushed out of bounds. Like, what's he supposed to do? Man. Good hustle by Delano, but unfortunately gets cornered out of bounds there. It is what it is. Stevie V pointed out Freddie back in Rockford tonight. That is true, from Rockford, Illinois. So, you know, he's probably got a lot of friends and family at this game, even though he's not playing. Colby White. Oh, great block by Banton. And then that's going to be, what is that? Is that an offensive foul anyways? Good defense by the Raptors regardless. We're getting the ball back here. Mike Kamina and everybody else in the chat saying good hustle by Banton there. I love it. I love it. And then rebounded there by Vucevic off the Raptors miss. It's sprung up court. Ends up with Ayo. And the fouls are getting out of hand. Like it's crazy. We need to. It's not even the refs at this point. We're just fouling anything that comes next to us. I like the defensive intensity, but we got to chill out a little bit. Colby goes up, misses that, thankfully, and it's rebounded there by Pascal Siakam. Okay, actually, maybe I'm incorrect here because it says that the Bulls have 15 fouls and we have 11, so I guess I'm just like talking nonsense, but it feels like we've been fouling a lot recently. From deep, Gary Trent Jr. Oh my God. Gary Trent Jr. Stay hot. Stay hot, young man. Knocking it down, an all-important bucket for the Raptors. It's a single-digit deficit. There's 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Anything is possible. Let's see where this goes. Oh, great job by Banton. Amazing defense. Go up. Go up. There we go. I like it. He wanted to pass it, but he didn't settle. He had the open lane. Take what the defense gives you, and he got an easy bucket there. We're down by 7, guys. Hold on and believe. Hold on and believe. Zach LaVine with the ball. He's covered by Gary Trent Jr. Throws it down in the high post, and then, oh my God, good defense. OG Anunoby and Delano Banton on defense right now are swarming the Bulls. Amazing job. Getting all over Vucevic there. Misses that. Oh my God. I can't rave enough about the defensive play right now of A, OG Anunoby, and B, Delano Banton. Pascal Siakam with it. He's backing in. Come on, Pascal. Give it to me. Gets it. There we go. Pascal Siakam coming to life right now. I need some more of that from him. You know, he's been quiet with the buckets tonight, but that's all right. He's been passing the ball, being a point guard, but getting a big one there. And then thankfully the Bulls miss. Oh, they get the offensive rebound, but they did miss the three. Colby White takes one and hits it. Oh, Siakam almost got to that rebound too. 82-75. Guys, we got a close game on our hands once again. And thank you for getting me to 101 likes now. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And I apologize if I annoy anyone with asking for the likes, but, you know, I don't ask for much. The likes are hopefully one thing that, you know, you continue to give me because it's grown the channel so much. Thank you. And then, man, we're getting a close game right now. This is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, down by 18, what felt like probably like, you know, at the beginning of this quarter, even into the quarter, it was like 9 minutes left in the third quarter, and we're down by like 18 points. Absolute 180 right now. Defensively, we're looking locked in. Ayo with the ball. He's covered by Delano Banton, rookie on rookie, but then there's a switch. OG Anunoby's now on Ayo. They're going to let Ayo go at him. Never mind. He throws it to the corner. They shoot the three and get the three. Whoo. Marcel Martin bringing up a very good point that I didn't even really key into. Why is my super chat not playing? There we go. He's saying we need to narrow this deficit before Demar Derozan's back in. And unfortunately, I look up and I see Debo back in. So thankfully, we did bring this deficit down a little bit, but it was back to 10. And then, hey, Chris Boucher gets fouled by Derozan. Good stuff. Like to see that. So hopefully you can go to the line, get 2, bring it back to an 8-point deficit for the Raptors, and we'll go from there. But, you know, Marcel Martin, he knows DeMar DeRozan's been killing us tonight. You know, got to take advantage of every second that he's not on the court. And I'm happy to see Chris Boucher hopefully get him into a little bit of foul trouble there. I've seen at least a couple fouls laid on DeRozan, so let me see what he's at for fouls. So DeMar currently has, for personal fouls, only 3, so he's not really in any sort of trouble. But, you know, let's keep going at him. He still has 23 points, so I've not hit my bet yet. But, you know, I'm going to say I hit the bet. I don't care, because if DeMar DeRozan doesn't want to get if he doesn't want to get one more bucket in this game, I'll take it. Screw my bet. If he wants to bust it right here at 23 points scored, I'll clap and I won't care one little bit. I think I'll hit my bet, but I'd be happy not to, because that means DeMar DeRozan chilled the hell out, which we could use right now. But Gary Trent Jr., just a human torch at the moment. 26 points, 6 of 7 on the three-pointers. Like, what a night to bet Gary Trent threes. I mean, what a night to be Gary Trent. Like, this is awesome. He's out of that slump, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. I think he got his swagger back. I need to get that animation in here, but Raptors clawing their way back into this one. I think Chicago might have challenged that Debo foul there and tried to say it was a clean block on Boucher. I'm sure we will get an imminent review. I know that dunk that DeRozan had on Chris Boucher is just like, that's old time. And a tech, Gary Trent Jr. hits the extra shot there. He's got 27 now. So Chris Boucher will be shooting 2 at the line. This is awesome. Okay, we got a chance to get this back down to a 7-point deficit if he can hit both. Whew. Oh, we're 9 of 15 on the free throws. Disgusting. And he misses the first one so badly. Like, nah, like padlock the gym. Padlock the gym. You know, Uber Eats them some dinner or something, but they got to stay in there for 6 hours getting up shots, because this is ridiculous. Like, gets his second one, but man, like, just make both, please. I don't think it's like that much to ask. I mean, whatever, you want to have like 3 games straight of like having bad free throws, okay, but we're at like 15 games straight of having bad free throws. It's an issue with this team, but defense is not an issue, because we turn over the Bulls again. We get the ball back. Gary Trent Jr.'s got it in his hands. These are the hot hands. Takes the 3. Oh my God, that would have been nuts. He misses, unfortunately. Now 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. I like this. AP next piece saying Gary Trent is all-star caliber. I'm with you, bro. I agree. And then, oof. Green getting the dunk, I think. Back to a 10-point deficit. Got to get the gimmies when they're right in front of you. OG Anunoby guarded by DeRozan. Pulls. That's not your shot, OG, but oh, hold on. Maybe it is. What? Forgive me for what I've said, guys. Apparently, I know nothing about OG Anunoby. And then he gets the block on the defensive end, but it ends up with Green, who gets the and one. What the? That's just terrible luck. That's just terrible luck. Bro, you do everything right there. Everything. And in the chat, someone's saying, bro, put a body on Green. I mean, yeah, definitely. But that one was just a freak play. And it results in a potential 3-point swing. Like, that's a tough price to pay for something that didn't even necessarily need to happen. Thankfully, ball doesn't lie. He misses the extra free throw. We're down by 10, 89-79. Gary in the mid-range gets it, dude. This is his night. Beautiful little floater. Let me get my flames on for him. There we go. Gary staying hot. 33 seconds left. Debo has it. He's covered by Banton. Goes up. Nothing but net. Hits the mid-range. 91-81. Oh my gosh. The Bulls have found an answer. They have found an answer every time we've challenged them. All right, let's see. Gary Trent Jr.'s got it. He has 29 points. Rises up. Just misses that. Ends up with Chris Boucher, but he fumbled. Okay, Chris Boucher. I'm getting too negative here, guys. I'm getting frustrated. But Chris, it is a little aggravating. Oh, offensive foul on the Bulls. We're getting the ball back. DeRozan's like freaking out and gets a tech. Tony Brothers. Oh, my God. I didn't think DeMar deserved a tech there from what I saw. He threw the ball down right in front of the ref and walked away. I like it though, Tony. Don't let him disrespect you like that. Okay, and yeah, that was kind of, that's an offensive foul in the NBA. You hit Gary in the face with the offhand. And then Gary, 30 points, hits the free throw. Taking the gimmies. Thank you very much. I need to order a Tony Brothers jersey. We got 132 people in here. Shouts out to the viewers. Appreciate you guys. Don't go anywhere. I don't think the Raptors are done yet. Single-digit deficit right now. We're down by 9, 91-82. You get a three-pointer here. 8.1 seconds. Easier said than done, but that would do, that would just do volume. I know what's the term. It would just do... What's the volumes? It'd do great things for the fourth quarter, making this deficit a little bit more manageable. Yeah, DeRozan checking out of this one. Like I said, only 8 seconds left on the clock. Raptors have a chance to get up one last shot. Green all over Siakam. Siakam misses there, and that's the end. We're going to the fourth. Down 9 points, but if I'm mistaken, I think when I said we were down by 18, I said if we can fight back in the third and get to the point where we're down by 9 or a little bit less going into the fourth quarter, then I'll live with it. And since I said it out loud, now I got a good feeling about it because here we are, down by 9, going into the fourth quarter. Don't get me wrong, it's still an uphill battle, but... Okay, yeah. Okay, Tom's right. It was speak volumes. I just second-guessed myself. And do wonders. You could have used either one, but just my brain completely crapping out on me there. But shouts out to the chat, filling in the blanks for me. So yeah, Gary Trent Jr., 30 points, OG Anunoby with 19. Guys, I say some messed up things about OG, I really do. And I don't think it's because of anything he does. I just sometimes see people get a little too high on him as a ball handler, and I'm like, no. But right now, I got nothing to say. He's very efficient from the floor. He's 3 of 6 from 3-point range. His defense was A1 there in the third. When we had to lock it in and dent that lead, It doesn't happen without OG Anunoby being the anchor. I'm going to say it, the anchor on the back end there. Getting a couple blocks, helping push the ball up in transition. Oh, shouts out to OG. Like, he's playing really good. And then Scottie Barnes, 10, 2, and 6. Still like to see that assist number be at 6 there, but the scoring could go up a little bit. Siakam, having I'll say a little bit of an off night, but 6, 6, and 7. You know, he's still going to fill up each category. And I think he did technically start at the point guard position tonight. So good to see him still figuring out how to play make with Fred VanVleet out of the lineup. Picking up the slack there a little bit. Michael Saunders asking, who is this DeRozan guy anyways? You know what? We'll let it fly because it was said in game. Like I said, it's no love lost when we're on the court against them. Does not matter, but you know, everyone loves Debo. Everyone loves Debo. And Monty Python saying DeRozan's got one stupid shot. We've known for so long that this guy changes the game in the mid-range. And it's cool. DeRozan's got he's got like a 90s vibe to him where, I mean, obviously he shoots the mid-range, gets big dunks. Like, you know, it's not just that. It's kind of his personality. Like, he's kind of the quiet, like, you know, like, I don't want to say like, you know, undercover thug, but he's from Compton, right? And he talks about like, you know, being raised around gangs a lot. And I don't know, something about that just screams like 90s basketball because it was just like the toughest thing on earth. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of DeRozan, but hey, and Jeremy W saying the Leafs win. I'm gonna get the Flames on for that. Now we just need the Raptors to go out there and do their thing. Oh, but DeRozan! Come on now, my boy. Putting the Bulls back up by 11. Delano Banton kicks it back out to Scottie Barnes. Scottie driving in, backing in the post. Great move. I love that, going right at Ayo, rookie on rookie. He's got 12 points now, but awesome job there by Barnes. Working his way in and getting the bucket. Levine has it, shoots the 3, misses that, and then DeRozan's there to get the long offensive rebound. Ayo has it, feeds it down low, get the block. Get the block. There we go. Chris Boucher. Chris, oh, he likes the momentum 3. He didn't take it. He thought about it, but he knew better. Smart play, Chris. Precious for 3. Airball. Damn. It's all right. Levine throws it out to Debo for a deep 3. Just misses that. Wow, the Raptors are lucky. And then that's going to be over and back, is it not? It was batted out over half. That's weird. And then great job, Chris. You know he played with DeRozan. He knows not to fall for that fake there. Scottie in the low post. There you go. Gets fouled. I love that. Raptors building up some steady momentum here. I noticed that we're dialed in on defense right now. Great job by Chris Boucher on the possession before there. Demar Derozan with the patented pump fake. Chris Boucher does not bite, stays grounded, goes up on the second pump, and gets the block. All right, I like it. I like it. And then there we go, Scottie Barnes getting the free throws. I've been begging someone to hit some free throws tonight. He does it. Yeah, Iceman like Gervin bringing up a very good point. DeMar DeRozan, most loyal Raptors player ever, bar none. 100%. I agree with you completely. There we go, Scottie. Hitting both free throws. That's 14 points for the Rook. We getting a big fourth quarter out of Scottie? I certainly hope so. 93 to 86, 10 minutes left. A lot of time to determine our fate. Colby White from 3. Oh my God, every time they miss, like I just want to, thank you. Thank you. Delano Banton throws it out to Boucher. Oh, the Bulls are playing some tight defense right now. They're really trying to cut off all the options, playing tight out on the Raptors perimeter. Siakam backing in. Get that. Get that, Siakam. There you go, and gets fouled. I love it. And DeMar DeRozan helping up his former teammate there. 9God WS. He's pushing P in the chat. You love to see that. Someone define pushing P. I looked it up on Urban Dictionary and it said to live a desirable and good lifestyle. Pushing P. Emoji's taking over the world. There you go, Pascal. Hits your free throws. Gets his first one. York Baller. Kind of throwing out a hot take. I'm gonna put on the animation for that if it works. There we go. York Baller saying Raptors will be buyers. Yeah, I'm going to emphasize that. Buyers at the trade deadline. I guess we'll see. But Pascal Siakam, not a whole lot of arc on that free throw, but gets both. I'm not complaining. There we go. 93-88. We're down by 5 points, guys. We are in this. My God, the Raptors really don't care to play until the second half, eh? Scottie Barnes playing airtight defense there on Debo. They send the double, but they get the ball back out, and it's at Debo again. Out to Colby White. Raptors looking defensively locked right now, forcing a bad shot there from Colby White. He bricks it. Long rebound to Siakam. In transition, gets it. This is what, guys, it's a one-possession game. Don't go anywhere. This is getting intense. 9-10. Brand new game. Brand new game. Stevie V saying another comeback? Like, I guess so. Knock on wood. Let's see where this thing goes. Levine has it for the Bulls. He's crossing half. Levine still with the ball. Chris Boucher presses out on him, but then they feed it into Green, and then Green with a... I'm not going to lie, he should have gotten and one there, but gets the lay-in anyways. Who? I mean, I know there's a couple different Greens in the league, but I'm not too familiar with that Green, but he's playing nice tonight. Kind of a low-key tight dribble there. But anyways, enough hyping up the Bulls. Scottie Barnes with the ball. Delano Banton has it. Banton in the mid-range. Oh my God. That was a damn lucky shot. But hey, Delano Banton knocking down an all-important bucket for the Raptors. Just straight trajectory into the hoop. Got it to go. We've come out shooting a great click here in the fourth quarter. And I think that was Precious who might have knocked it back in, unfortunately. But the Bulls get credit for the basket. We're down by 5, 97-92. 8 minutes left now in the game. Siakam, covered by Green. There we go. Sent Green flying. That was That was cocky because Green, I know some guys do this to kind of like get themselves jacked up. Or maybe even just to like not foul a little bit. Green putting his hands behind his back while covering Siakam. I don't know if that's a shot or just something that he does to get comfy on defense. But either way, it looked like a shot. And then Siakam putting his shoulder into him sent that boy flying in a blocking foul. He'll be shooting too. Don't disrespect Spicy P. It's pushing P. Living that good life. Siakam shooting his first one. Come on, Siakam. Take the gimmies. And he gets it. Gets it. Now go get me a second one. 97-93. CH saying this lineup, man, they're playing great. I gotta say, CH, one of the all-time comedians in the chat. Siakam at the free throw line. He's shooting his second. I mean, we almost got 170 viewers in here, so thank you. I appreciate you guys. Don't go anywhere, man. We got a lot of game left. Siakam just misses it. Whatever. We're playing good. 97-93. Debo with the ball. He's covered by Barnes. It is so trippy to watch Scottie Barnes covering DeMar DeRozan right now. Raptors and Bulls. Colby White to Vucevic. Vucevic backing in. And then Delano Banton. Amazing game tonight. And then, if he hits this, guys, just misses. Oh, Raptor ball, let's go. I didn't see that coming, but Delano Banton, man, just getting his hands involved on defense. So handsy, knocking the ball loose, and then the Raptors pushing the offense in transition. And then Scottie Barnes, of course, no look to the corner. Delano unfortunately misses, but the Raptors, I thought the initial call was Raptor ball, but it ends up with the Bulls. Colby White has it. Gives it to DeRozan, who's covered by Boucher. This is interesting. I've noticed Boucher needing to press out on DeRozan a fair bit. What just happened? What's going on? Foul, I think, being charged to the Raptors here. Something off ball. I don't know what. But Delano Banton checks out. Gary Trent Jr., who's just got torches for hands tonight, checks back in. As you guys can see, Does DeRozan scored yet? Okay, yes, yeah. So, guys, we did hit the bet. We hit the bet, as you can see, plus 190. Demar Derozan over 24.5 points. And then Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers. And oh my God, Colby White hits the 3. 100-93. We're down by 7. 7 minutes left. It's okay. We're fighting. We're clawing. We're still winning this quarter. Let's keep it up. OG in the paint. To Chris. This is a big 3. Gets it. Chris Boucher. He's been clutch recently. I don't care what people say about Chris Boucher. He has been clutch. And that is a great example right there. Raps within 4. Knocking down that 3. And then Gary Trent Jr. on the weak side. There we go. Oh, Vucevic. What are you trying to say? Protect the ball then. Oh, you straight wussy. Oh my God. I can't say what I want to say right now. I'm like Chuck trying to talk about the Lakers. That's straight wussy. You're going to get the ball ripped out of your hands and act like, what, you hurt your feelings? Suck it up, Vucevic. What are you, like 32? Give me that basketball. What are you going to do, Vucevic? You going to fight him for taking the ball from you? Oh, he gives him the look like, yeah, let's take this out. Shut up. You're not going to do anything. But yeah, guys, I'm Raptors getting me fired up right now. This is an intense game. This is an intense game. I like that. Monty Python saying GTJ, the toughest man on our squad. I like it, man. I mean, him and Scottie, the Raptors were not a team you want to step. Definitely not. But Vucevic acts like he wants to. No, he doesn't. But I hate that too. Even in like a pickup game or something, like when you get like a steal or whatever, and then somebody tries to like push you or like act like you offended him by like getting a good defensive play. It's like, dude, you just left the ball out and I grabbed it. I don't know. Well, what else would you expect Gary Trent Jr. to do there? You know, it is what it is. But the Raptors, within 4 points right now, playing great defense. David C. saying I said a bad word. I said wussy, man. We're good. I like that. York Baller saying Vooch is a pooch. Yeah, he is a pooch. Pooching him right now. Yeah, I don't know. Something about Vucevic there just threw me way off. Like, man, just lick your wounds and get back on defense. But, hey, man, we got 190 viewers right now. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a tight game. As I said, we're down by 4 points. We fought and clawed back the whole night. I mean, how else would you have it? This is poetic justice right here. We even on our best stretches of the season, our 6-game winning streak to open up 2022, we still lost like all the first halves. Now, don't get me wrong. Third quarter, down by 18. Like, this is substantial. But the Raptors proven that they can come back. I mean, look at the NBA this year. The Clippers have came back from some wild deficits as well. You know, it's a wide open league. Okay, Edward Yu pointed out that OG's got Gary Trent Jr.'s back. I didn't even notice OG coming in there, but I like to hear that. Now, that's a guy who I would want. Like, OG Anunoby, I always say, is built like a Roman gladiator. You don't want that smoke. Definitely. Like, protect the ball, big man. Cry later. Okay. Gary Trent Jr. and Vucevic about to jump up. No silly stuff here, Vooch. They tap it out. Vucevic wins it to the Bulls. Levine has it in his hands. They missed the 3, and OG with a big rebound there. Great job. Scottie Barnes brings it across half for the Raptors. Oh, I want this win bad, guys. I want this win so bad. Gary from 3. Misses that. Scottie Barnes. OG Anunoby gets the offensive rebound, though. That's huge. Siakam has it. We're down by 4. 6 minutes. Pascal backing in. Misses the mid-range. Not his night offensively. But that's all right. Let's keep the energy high here. Let's see where this goes. Ayo has it. Man, Ayo's been a thorn in our sides. Really impressive rookie right now for the Bulls. They've really embraced that kid, I got to say. Levine ends up in the corner with Ayo, who shoots the 3. He misses that. If he had hit that, I would have had to stop the compliments for Ayo right there. But Gary shoots the three, misses, but it goes right to Boucher. We'll call it a pass. Chris on both knees. Call a timeout or something? No, it's going to be a jump ball. Who is he battling with? Who's number 7 there on the Bulls? Oh, Troy Brown Jr. I did this earlier. So they will be going for a jump ball. Yeah, Gary's like no hesitation letting it fly right now. I mean, for the most part, he always does, but like I'm seeing a little bit of extra. He's acting like Steph Curry out there at the moment. But hey, when you're shooting like, what is it? Like 7 for 10 from 3-point? I mean, you can go ahead and pull up from wherever. So we need this jump ball here. Perfect, and we get it. Chris Boucher wins it back to Siakam, who's covered by Vucevic. Siakam driving on Vuce, gets fouled. Awesome. And then Vucevic, break out the tissues, ladies and gentlemen. He is crying again. I like this. Let's go at him mentally. Let's make him frustrated. Let's make him pissed off. We got 5 minutes, 16 seconds to do something here. Down by 4. Hopefully, Siakam can hit his free throws. We're 16 to 24 from the free throw stripe. That's poverty numbers there. Hopefully, we can up that a little bit. Siakam hits it. Okay. I don't think watching basketball is good for my health. I honestly don't. Pascal Siakam. All-important second free throw here. And misses it. Okay, moving on. Short memory. Ayo has the ball. Crosses half. He's covered by Siakam. Ayo throws it down to Vucevic, who gets it over to Levine. Loses the ball. I like it, man. We're in his kitchen. We are taking up some mental real estate with Vucevic right now. Oh, great defense. Amazing defense. We are all over the Bulls. Scottie Barnes, driving, puts it up. That's kind of a rough shot. But OG Anunoby. I am so sorry, OG, for anything I might have said ever that hurt your feelings or made you feel like you aren't the best offensive player in this league. Because right now you are. OG Anunoby, so clutch. Rebounding, defense, buckets, like coming up just in all the big ways for this Raptors team. And we're playing some intense, inspired defense right now. And there's a foul. A timeout, sorry. Great job. Oh my God. 100 to 99, 420 left in this game. I mean, I'm proud of our boys. Whatever happens, happens. But like, bringing the defensive heat. One-point game. Mike Chaffee pointed it out, man. This is crazy. And EV1 saying OG taking it personally. He is. He really is. I like it. You know, I was like, OG can't handle the ball. And you know what? Maybe he doesn't need to. Whatever he's doing right now is amazing. And guys, I don't mean that literally. You know, I got love for OG and all the strides he's made with his game. But currently, at the moment, let me read out the box score for OG and Anunoby. We're on commercial break. So 21 points for OG, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 6 from 3-point. So he's shooting 50%. You love that. 1 steal, 2 blocks. But honestly, 3 defensive stats does not tell the story of what he's done on the back end. He's been a complete disruptor. I feel like he actually has had like way more steals than just 1. I don't know how the NBA records defensive stats, but well, I'm clearly wrong here. But either way, he's been disrupting the ball, doing a whole bunch of things that won't show up on the stat sheet, but are ultra, uber important. OG Anunoby doing it all right now. I got to give him his flowers. Siakam, 12, 7, and 7. You know, we're just getting used to him putting up like Russell Westbrook stat lines where it's just 3 full columns consistently. A little bit of a struggle offensively. He is 3 of 11 from the floor, 6 of 9 from the free throw stripe, which is low-key like unacceptable, but it is what it is. 3 steals for Siakam, which is very nice. And I say he puts up the Russell Westbrook stat line because, I mean, even when he balls out, he always has a ton of turnovers. Like, even right now, he has 3 turnovers. But, hey, why am I harping on the negative? Like, team's doing great. Achua, 3 points, 6 rebounds. Gary Trent Jr., 31 and 2. 50% from the floor. And then 6 of 10 from 3-point range with a steal. I mean, he's been doing a ton of disrupting on defense as well. Scottie Barnes, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 9 from the floor. I like his game tonight. He has a block as well. I mean, I should point out he has 3 turnovers as well, but, you know, Scottie, he's a rookie. I'll cut him some slack. He's playing good tonight. And I've noticed him really jacking up the defensive energy with the rest of this team as we're coming down the stretch. Flynn had a pretty short leash tonight. I won't lie, Delano Banton went out and got it. He went out and got it. 21 minutes, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 50% from the floor, hit a 3-pointer, 2 steals. And, I mean, Delano Banton, again, this team's not going to get all the defensive stats, but what they've done disrupting the ball and making life hard for the Bulls right now, it's remarkable. But, Chris Boucher trying to make a play on the ball, unfortunately gets caught up with Colby White. That is a foul, but, you know, zero malice intent there from Boucher. He's just trying to track down that loose ball. Echez in the chat saying Gary Trent Jr. is carrying the offense. Yeah, right now, I mean, he's just a big shot maker for us. Let's see if we can keep that ball rolling. And with Fred VanVleet, it's nice to know that, like, you know, this team doesn't have, like, debatably their best player right now. And we're playing like this against, like, the team that was in first, like, a couple games ago in the East. Green, getting the dunk on the baseline. He's been impressive. I should really know more about him. Obviously, I know Danny Green, Gerald Green. I don't know much about Jalen Green as well. I don't know much about this Green. OG Anunoby with it. He's had a big game, man. Scottie Barnes, covered by Debo, drives past him. Great job. And then, wow, amazing control in midair. Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes. That almost looked like a DeRozan-esque move. Doing it to Debo. And there he is on the back end, picking up DeRozan defensively. That's an offensive foul. Okay, why have I never... Okay, let me see what Green's first name is. That's Javonte Green. Okay, yeah, he's playing really good. Like, what does this guy average normally? I gotta check this out. So he averages 5.8 points per game, but tonight, I mean, he's been like a firecracker for the Bulls. Him and Ayo, 2 like very unexpected contributors. And then, nice, Zach LaVine misses that, rebounded by the rookie Scottie Barnes. Scottie feeds it to OG, who's open for the dunk. Let's go! OG Anunoby throwing it down. Oh, you just love to see it. You just love to see it, man. My animations aren't working right now. I apologize. There we go. I got the flames. Zach LaVine. Okay, they want... That's an and one. We already used our coach's challenge. I know that immediately after Siakam went like this, he wanted the review. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use it. But LaVine making contact with Boucher, then laying it in. That's an and one. Don't go anywhere, though, guys. Don't go anywhere. A lot of game left to play. If he hits this, we're only down by 2. I mean, either way, you're looking at the 1-possession game. Very much so in this. And we got 231 viewers in here, man. Thank you guys for showing out. This is an exciting game, and I appreciate all the love. Oh, Javonte Green almost getting the steal. This guy's impressive. Barnes with it. He's calling for the pick. They're letting Scottie Barnes dictate the offense a little bit right now. Gary Trent Jr. in the mid-range misses that. And then, good job boxing out by Vucevic and the Bulls. They get the rebound. 105 to 103, 2:30 left in the game. DeRozan crosses half and is immediately picked up by Scottie Barnes. DeRozan creates a little space there. He's switched on to Siakam. Oh, Scottie immediately comes to double and help. Okay, foul on the floor. So the Bulls are going to get this one back. Fresh 24 for them. Hey, man, we're up by 250 viewers now. Thank you guys a ton. Okay, never mind. They're in the bonus, so even though it's on the floor, he will be shooting too. That's a tough bounce. I gotta say, DeRozan really does, he's so skilled, but, you know, he's a guy that takes his gimmies. I mean, we're Raptors fans. We know that DeRozan makes a living at the free throw line a lot of nights. But he does it because he lives in the mid-range. Like, if he can't hit that mid-range, you're not fouling him. So you got to respect that shot at all times. For anyone who missed the stat earlier, DeRozan leads the league in field goals made in the mid-range at 4.4 per game. So on average, he's almost getting 9 points a game in the mid-range. Which when I say it out loud, doesn't like sound like that many actually. But you know he's going to the free throw line a ton of times with that. But either way, we're back under play now. Scottie Barnes crosses half with the ball. Gary Trent Jr. takes the pick from Boucher, driving, goes up for the tough shot and gets it off the glass. He wants an and one call. Please, no. Oh, no. Why did you get a tech? Why the tech? No. Gary. These refs are soft, man. Okay. Whatever. Is what it is. 108 to 105. Gary Trent Jr. picks up the tech. That's tough. Just over 2 minutes left in this game, guys. Okay, I don't think Gary Trent Jr. is in foul trouble. I definitely don't, but I think I might have just saw him walk off, and he does not need to be walking off the court right now. He's ejected? What? Why? Oh, because it's his second technical. Because of what happened with Vucevic. Oh. Man, that's some hawk garbage. Okay, man, win this for Gary. Win it for Gary. Yeah, and as Matt's saying, back-to-back 30-plus point performances. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. just balling out. You guys can see I had the bet on him tonight. We cash a plus 190 bet. This is the second game in a row that we hit a big bet. Always tune into the Instagram stories or Twitter, wherever I put the lines out. It'll be one of those two for our bets. Levine shoots, just misses it. It's rebounded by Barnes. Scottie might almost have 10 rebounds. I think he's got 9 right now, but he's having a decent game. He's really come around in the second half. Siakam with it. Okay, Chris. Misses it, man. He's clutch. I was okay with Chris shooting that. Levine has it. He's squaring up Siakam. Vucevic comes to set the pick on the left side. Drives and... Ooh. He almost slipped up there, Levine. But then Ayo. Perfect. Misses that. Great box out by Delano Banton. And then there we go. That's on Vucevic. You know what? I didn't have an issue with Vucevic before this game. Hate him now. Hate him. He's on my hit list. Colin Sexton. Can't stand him. You know, I had a game where he's stepping Fred VanVleet. Don't like him anymore. He can chalk up you can chalk up the big there under that list now as well. And Vucevic. Delano Banton at the free throw line. Man, get your game. The free throws are the difference in the game right now. Why? Make a free throw. Oh. Man. Make a free throw. I swear to God. I swear to God. Okay, we get the offensive rebound. OG Anunoby misses, and then it's rebounded by Debo. Oh, minute left. Padlock the gym. Padlock it. Whatever, man. They can order Uber Eats or something. Padlock the gym. Okay, good job. Delano Banton putting on the defensive pressure, forcing a turnover there, making up for 2 straight free throws. Like, just right down the... Guys, I know I'm not an NBA player. I'm not... Hit your free throws. Like, millions of dollars to play this game. Work on free throws. Make a career out of it. Look at Demar Derozan. Oh, my God. Siakam has the ball. Okay, let's get the energy back up here. Siakam with it, driving. Just misses. It's rebounded by Vucevic. All right, man, you need a defensive stop here to try to tie up the game with a 3. DeMar DeRozan brings it up court. DeRozan. Driving. Good job defensively. They're going to let Vucevic shoot that. Pain. Oh. Why him? Out of all people to bury this team. Guys. Vucevic, out of all people, we're going to let that clown bury us at the 3-point. You know what? It was a smart idea letting him heave that shot. I understand it from a strategic standpoint. It just friggin' sucks that went in. He's not a terrible 3-point shooter, but still, like, you live with that one. Oh. Man, I'm proud of our guys. As much as I'm freaking out right now, I'm proud of our guys. You know, that's a lot of fight. The game's done. It's over, but like that was a ton of fight on the Raptors' behalf. Like, you know, if we can start even like a quarter earlier with these efforts, you know, we're going to be in a good situation, but it is a game of runs. We always say it. You know, momentum swings one way, it'll swing back another. It's just a natural flow of the game. I understand why it happens. You know, I'm not questioning it. I get it. But, you know, an 18-point deficit was a little egregious. You know, maybe we'll get... I don't think there's any hope in this game. 111 to 105. Siakam with it. He's got to shoot something quick. Scottie Barnes pulls up from 3. Misses that. Rebounded there by Green, who's been really good tonight as well. Up court to DeRozan. They're going to dribble this one out. Why even fouling him? Just let the game end. Yeah, just... It's done. Done. Tony Brothers, call it. Oh, man. 6 Canada TV saying Pascal Siakam haters coming out. Man, I will not... I feel like a lot of people are ready for me to blow up on Siakam. I'm not going to. He's been way too good recently for me to look at this one game where he was a little bit off scoring-wise and think too much of it. This, you know, there are redeemers from this game. Big redeemers. Really, there is. I mean, the end verdict is you lost, and you really just played yourself out of the game immediately in the first half, but you fight back so hard. Find a way to lead at one point late in the fourth, and then you just... I mean, Gary Trent Jr. getting the boot there, that's just a tough bounce. He didn't really deserve that at all. Nick Nurse is probably going to kill him for that, because that tech, you did not need to pick it up, and you knew you already had a tech. So, part of me gets why he's frustrated. He's looking at the ref like, you got to call that, right? But... You know, Gary was kind of yelling at him. We just got to stay focused on the game. Stay level-headed. You know, guys, like normally I'm a little bit more smooth commentating myself post-game, but that was a roller coaster. Whew, and it is what it is. Demar Derozan finishing with 29, 7, and 7. The Raptors lose, but we do hit our bets. So if you guys want to get involved with these betting lines beforehand, check out Twitter, check out Instagram. I either post them to the story or tweet it out. Either way, you will be able to find the lines post or pre-game, so you don't want to miss that. I mean, we're 2 straight wins right now on it. Plus 190 for this guy. I hope if you had any bets tonight, good luck on those. If you were a Bulls money line bettor, you know, get out of here. But it's, you know, tonight was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time watching the Raptors play. Gary Trent Jr. is such an exciting guy. I made a hot take in the preseason when we were talking to J.E. Skeets. I said that I think my dark horse for All-Star this year is Gary Trent Jr. Clearly, I'm not anywhere close to being correct, but I think we're seeing flashes that he has that kind of upside. You know, he's got a playing style that kind of, his shooting form reminds me of Jaylen Brown a little bit. I always say that, but, you know, different players for sure. But I just see a really natural offensive player in Gary Trent Jr., a very important piece for this Raptors team. And man, I can see it. I can see it right now. 9God WS saying the gym, padlock the gym. You got to after a performance like that. The free throw line is, I don't even know why I haven't said this earlier post game. The free throw line is what killed us. That was, you know, the arrow to the knee, the Achilles heel, you know, whatever like medieval analogy you want to use. That killed us. We couldn't hit the free throws. Man, it is what it is. But I got to say thank you to the chat for, you know, riding and dying with this team and me. It's so much fun watching it together. I got out of my chair a few times tonight. You know, that stuff is just, it's how I watch the Raptors, whether I'm being recorded or on my own. Like, I don't think basketball is healthy for me to watch. It gets me way too stressed out like that. But anyways, it was a ton of fun. I'll quickly recap the box score, and quickly also shouts out to everyone who was a part of the hot take segment today. That was a lot of fun. We had so many people call in. Shout out to Henry, who was a first-time caller. Vintage Pimpitch, first-time caller. Man, we had some guys. Of course, Magnetic called in. Marcel's Minute. You guys already know the vibes. Of course, he's calling in. I'm missing someone else right now, too, that called in. I apologize. Adam called in. Had a bunch of people come through. If you guys ever want to get involved at halftime and have your takes said over the live stream, well, at Josh D. Goodwin on Instagram is where you can find me. Send me a DM. But, guys, tonight, for the box score, of course, like I said, Gary Trent Jr. dropping a back-to-back 30-piece. To be exact, he had 32 points. And then Pascal Siakam, 12 points. But he was 7-7 for the rebounds and assists. I like that. But the field goals, the free throws, 6 of 9. Pascal Siakam, you got to clean that up, man. You live in the paint. You can't afford not to be a good free throw shooter. And then Delano Banton played an amazing game. Honestly, an amazing game. I won't be too hard on that kid. Two free throws at the end to basically bring you within 1 point with all of Chicago's arena, going crazy in the back. I get it. It's a lot of pressure. I understand. I'm not happy about it. I understand. He will be better. Anunoby, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, hit 3 3-pointers, a special defensive night. Even though he only had 1 steal, 2 blocks, I'm telling you, he was a disruptor all night. Crazy. Great job by him. Barnes, 16, 5, and 7. Quietly a very good game, actually, for Scottie. Shot over 50% from the floor. He was 0 of 3 from 3-point range. That is what it is. Got a block as well. Had a few turnovers, but hey, no Fred VanVleet, so he's trying to pass the ball a little bit more than often. And, since he got 7 assists, I'll definitely chalk that up as a playmaking success for Scottie. And then Chris Boucher, 9, 3, and 0. He hit a really big 3-pointer there in the fourth quarter, but, overall didn't have the best offensive game, but, he still brought the intensity. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what I asked for from Chris. That's what I missed when Chris was playing bad in the beginning of the season. With the intensity back, I'm happy. Wow, Chicago's big 3 had a night tonight. Shouts out to DeRozan. Toronto's always going to have love for him. Banton, 7, 5, and 3, as I was saying. And then Malachi Flynn, brief appearance for 8 minutes. We got 3 points out of him, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And then Yuta Watanabe got in for 4 minutes, 1 rebound, didn't shoot the ball. Had 1 personal foul. Yeah, Yuta Watanabe needs to turn it around a little bit. He's a good depth piece, but just hasn't really been playing up to cuff. But anyways, guys, you know what? We're back at 23-23, a 500 record again. We're probably going to be flirting around that mark all season in all likelihood, but who knows? I mean, we see some crazy glimpses from this team. I'd even go as far to say that tonight at points, we really did feel like the better group, but you lay an egg in the first half, just completely. I get it. You become the better team in the crucial part of this game. But little too sorry, a little too late, little too sorry. We'll figure it out, guys. But, I'm going to live and die by the Raps. I think we still have a lot of winning basketball ahead of us. You got to remember, we went on a terrible losing skid. So even if we continue to play at this click, we should slowly climb above 500, at least stay slightly above it or around it. I think we'll be in the playoffs still. So that's something to look forward to. Just enjoy watching this young team develop. And guys, I got to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting us to 22K subs. I mean, that's huge. If you guys have followed us since day one, you know how big that is. This started off as a gift loop podcast that is now the hub of Raptors news. And it's awesome, man. You guys made it what it is. And thank you for sticking around throughout the live stream tonight. Before you head out, if you can drop one last like on that video, I would appreciate it. But guys, in the meantime, I'm signing off.